Hello, everybody. It's been a little bit.
Hi, folks.
I guess actually about a week. It's been exactly a week, other than Friday, when we had the WUBRG holiday party, which was more or less a shit show than really anything else.
You talking about the holiday party or the New Year's stream or the New Year's?
New Year's stream. That was a holiday party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Wednesday?
That was it? No, I thought it was on Friday. Was it Wednesday? It might have been Wednesday.
I know because I worked on New Year's.
It was New Year's Eve. Whenever New Year's Eve was.
That was Wednesday. That just shows how successful the holiday party was when the date, when the day of the week it is blurred.
Well, it was successful in the fact that I got inebriated. However, Moto fucked all the shit.
Moto's has been getting a lot of
bad
comments lately.
I don't know. Like they decided, they were like, you know what? Holiday, fuck it. Moto, like, you can't draft anymore, which was like the entire purpose of the stream, is that we were gonna have people playing on there, and then also cubing, and then it was just miserable and we couldn't do that.
No.
So
I did like how there was the screen was split into different things that were going on within the location. That was really cool.
I mean, it got a little we got a little bit I think it was a little too chaotic, and so that's why we eventually brought it down to just whatever. So I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. And we got I know we're gonna have 4 rounds tonight. So we got some good players. I don't know. I have zero clue what decks are in the room. We'll find out.
All I saw was Kyle Heltman had some Omniscience in his hand. I don't know if that's the deck he's going to be playing tonight, but in the matches that they were playing upstairs in preparation, he was doing that.
I mean, he definitely has been known to show a few tells. To
bring some things to class.
Yeah.
Some naughty things to class.
You know a few things. In chat, let us know. We got a new mic. Another new mic. So Boomchild, what's going on? But let us know, guys, how the sound is. Tell me there's some Belcher. I don't know if there's any Belcher.
I don't know if anyone's... I mean, I'm pretty sure Belcher could do pretty well. Maybe.
I mean, Louise was the last bastard crazy enough to actually play it here, and I haven't seen Louise in a while.
There should be a week for both Dice Dojo and Card Market where someone builds up a copy of Belcher and we randomly assign someone to pilot it.
Okay, I mean that's fine. I would.
And so someone you don't know beforehand if the person you're just playing is going to be the Belcher player.
It's just
surprise.
The person. Yeah, no, or just like the person that needs a deck. It's just Belcher. That's what you have. It's like, all right, do you want to know what magic cards do? If yes, you have like a 50-50 chance of winning. So I think that would be good. Yeah. It's it's real cat. Yeah, for this mic. So guys, how's the mic? How is this mic? Is it good, bad, ugly? Are we too soft? Are we too loud? Let me know.
Yeah, our little arrow thing and our levels seem good, but it's all about you guys and what your experience is. So
yep.
Let's give us the feedback.
Sent back the headsets. Headsets are no more. Headsets did not work out. Was not about them. Mic is great. All right, sweet, good, good $115 spent. Jeez. But
that's what quality gets you.
It is. I know. Well, that's the whole goal.
That is the goal.
Just realized we have not reset these.
So this is the relic of streams past.
Yes.
On the screen.
Yes.
I don't know if Aaron or Spencer are even here tonight. So.
I heard Spencer call in. He was asking to borrow Mud, but I did not. I don't have it. So.
If you don't have it,
cannot play it. So. Tim, how are you doing? Sorry about the late Facebook post.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah, I was busy setting up the stream, so that's why I wasn't able to get back to you. Why is I just want to delete this stuff. There we go. All right. But yes, no, it was good. Holiday party was pretty good. We drafted some really funny stuff. If anybody was watching, I think that was pretty enjoyable. Moto freaked out on me, and the resolution just went crazy. So, I'm glad all right, good. Mic level's fantastic. That's what we do. We are fantastic.
This stream is quality, people.
We are only quality.
I
think
this is pure, unadulterated quality. We will be getting Legacy to you shortly. We just got the round pairings.
Can you ask? I'll go ahead and go with just Pino and David. Make it nice and easy. Zero clue what they're on.
So Mr. Gleischer and Mr. Pino. So
yep.
My guess it's going to be some Nick Fit versus Maverick, but we don't know.
Yeah.
That's my guess, though.
Yeah, it looks like, so we are having 4 rounds. Looks like only about 10 players tonight, simply because it is, I think about -15 with wind chill out right now. So
it is cold.
Weather's been fucking us, at least on Mondays. But now we have at least 2 days of Legacy a week. Mewhoo, how are you doing? And we'll be back with Modern again on this Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I apparently cannot get rid of it. Go away. Why? Now that's just stuck there.
What if you actually enter something into that field?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no, that's
the wrong field.
Yeah, you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right? YOLO. Yep. Done. Got it.
Success.
Got it away there. Got it away. Good.
Yeah, Handjob City. It is time for the Dat Legacy.
You gotta understand when it's that.
That must be a very messy town.
Nah, I think it's fine. I think it's like the happiest town on the planet.
Maybe.
It's just like that, or it's like one of those ironic names, so like Tiny, where they're actually like giant, but they call them Tiny. It's a hand job city. There are no hand jobs. Or it's a city literally built off of like moving hand jobs, just constantly, which I don't know if I'd like.
Well, there's that saying of I know there's like the Louis C.K. skit where he does like. Someone told him to, like, eat a bag of dicks. And he was just sort of like, what constitutes a bag of dicks? And then so maybe this is where you get the bag of dicks, is Handjob City.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Maybe that's where you pick it up. You're picking up your groceries at the bottom of the list. You saw your partner put down a bag of dicks. You got to go to Handjob City.
Good.
Take the train out.
Do. So I'm hearing movement upstairs, so I think they're finally going to be moving up there. So Tim finally finished the Modern deck. Drew a Tarmo from Modern Masters, and then sold it right away.
Oh,
why not?
That's bank.
It's what, $200 still,
something.
Or 150? I don't know.
Certainly pales me trading in a foil Snapcaster Mage and getting stuff off of that.
How much was foil Snapcaster worth?
90.
Yeah. Steel Pillow selling twin deck.
Is it twin deck for cash?
Desk. All right, now they're definitely. All the noise coming up from upstairs. Is it picking? All right, the mic is picking it up a little bit. Whatever. It's fine.
That's fine.
I'm gonna get rid of our pretty faces. I'm gonna figure out who is sitting where. I want to say that's Glacier right there.
Yeah, that's my guess.
I don't know.
I don't see any plaid.
There's a messenger
There's no
bag.
plaid.
Yeah, but I think Pino had a coat on.
Yep, there's plaid. There's plaid in the corner.
All right.
That's Pino.
All right.
All you have to do is find the plaid.
Oh, guys, an exciting news. All right, so let me put this in there. So the new monitor setup is here. And so after I get to play around with that a little bit, we are going to be able to bring card images on screen. And all that kind of fun stuff.
Aw, Sydney Rubin. Hi, Sydney.
Yeah, Tim, we can understand you perfectly fine, so I would say your grammar's all right, at least better than mine. So you got that going for you.
Yep.
And we have no idea what these two guys are on. Oh, I also should.
Judging by, I mean, this is me having played Pino 7 times in the last 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I'm 90%.
And so
yeah,
he's by his sleeves. I'm guessing he's on Dark Maverick.
I'm 90% sure that he's on Maverick as well. Not 100%. Asmund, how you doing? I've been Asmund. I apologize. I've still been like crazy busy. I'll shoot you another message.
And that also looks like his list of the Nick Fit. He had the Forces in the sideboard and an extra Glenalendra, which, if you guys missed it, the last stream we did on Monday, David did a deck tech of this. I'm guessing this deck, if he made any changes or not, I don't know. But he did a deck tech of his Nick Fit deck that has the pods in it. It's got Glenalendra Archmage in it. It's got some spicy stuff.
Yeah, it should be good. Sorry, I'm dealing with. We have another player that might be coming in, so that'll be good. All right, so we got Greg Pino. So you're feeling confident. Chuck hasn't.
I would say 93% confident.
All right, Chuck hasn't come down to tell us to start time yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and because I'm not here. I'm hearing much less movement. So, and they're shuffling. So
I think we're safe to start.
I'm gonna go ahead and start this.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so we're good to go. And so you're feeling pretty confident that Duder's Bank is on Maverick and the other one is on Pod?
Pod, Nick Fit. I think I don't know if there's any Nick Fit decks that aren't running Pod anymore. Well, even if they're the Scape Shift Burning Wish versions of it, I think they still run Pod. I don't really know. I haven't really played the deck, but that seems to be my impression.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I know we have Enchantress in the house because Simon's here, and I don't think he'll play anything other than Enchantress.
Yeah.
We have Phil, who could be on Storm. He could be on Elves. He could be on Blue Red Delver. It's hard to say. We'll have to kind of walk around and see what's going on.
I mean, let me run up here.
Death and Taxes.
You watch this, and we'll try to get this because I got to tell Chuck that Nick's coming anyway. So
wonderful. All right, guys. So you guys get to listen to me talk a lot about them shuffling because it looks like David took a mulligan. And I think it's not too terribly bad for the Pod deck. I mean, if Legacy Pod is anything like Pod and other formats, you're kind of stuck. Like there's the games where you have Pod and the games you don't. Tim asks, will we ever stream some EDH? Really would like to see what the Americans play. That's certainly, I guess, a possibility. I don't know if that's actually on the table. I mean, only about 3 or 4 weeks ago did we start adding Modern for the Wednesday night Modern at Card Market. So it depends on if there's a night and people willing to do it and like a consistent enough group to kind of show it. I don't really know if that's something, but it's certainly a possibility. Tim was asking if we could ever stream some EDH. But I think it would be also kind of hard to get a camera far enough away to kind of see the action while still
well, I mean, there's also other issues with that being like don't necessarily have any inroads into the EDH community. I don't really play, but it looks like Pino Green Sun Zenith on turn 1. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Was it just forest or did he fetch? I don't see a yard.
Yeah, it was just
anywhere.
a straight forest.
Okay.
And then David, I think, is on 6.
All right.
So he starts with a basic swamp and then a blind Cabal Therapy.
Yep. And
so he named a Knight of Valkyrie, so he bins that right away. So that's a pretty good grab. I think that's a pretty decent thing to name because like Knight just does so much work for Pino.
Yeah, I mean, and now he knows that what Pino's working with in terms of the other things. I mean, I imagine he's going to go get a Savannah off of that fetch, and that's going to let him play the Qasali Pride Mage. But I mean, Pino's probably going to go ahead and play Thalia here. If I had to wager a guess, just try to slow him down. Thalia swing in with, and then swing in with, if I can think, Dried Arbor. So.
So the Thalia comes on down, and a swing with the Dried Arbor. So he
bam
hashtag
got it.
Fetch lands. Okay.
No.
Because he's equal my life total.
This is not a This is not a. This is not a time for hashtag Fetch lands suck. Soon, maybe. I don't know. There hasn't been a good time in the past couple streams, which has been very upsetting. But
so it looks like David's hand contains another Cabal Therapy, a Dried Arbor. Either a Bayou, it looks like a Bayou, and a Murderous Redcap, and then some other stuff.
Yep.
Redcap's going to be good if he can eventually get to that. to be able to take out the Thalia pretty darn easily. And he's going to go down to 18.
Yep.
From the fetch.
Intelligenty man, how are you doing? Appreciate you tuning in. And Anubis pod does shuffle a lot. They got a lot of fetches. He's got Veteran Explorer. He's got Birthing Pod. He's got a lot of things that make him fetch.
Yeah.
Or search.
Search and shuffle. And which is often why some pod decks will run top, because you just have a lot of natural shuffle effects in it. But I don't think David's running that in this version because it's maybe a little too do nothing for him.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to. But we're gonna see another Cabal. Jeez. Thank you. So we're gonna see another Cabal Therapy. He's gonna get and he's just naming Green Sun Zenith in the blind, which is pretty good.
He saw that. He had a Green Sun in his hand.
Oh, he hit a second one?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
All right, so just another Swords to Plowshares and then a Qasali Pride Mage and a mystery card. Qasali Pride Mage is going to join the table, and we're going to see a swing for 3.
Mm-hmm. Off the Exalted trigger. And yeah, Anubis is saying this is a slow hand for Pod off the mall. It is, but it's also a bit more of a controlling hand. Like, he has a bunch of Cabal Therapies, and so he's going to try and take out the things that really matter. So in this matchup, getting the Knight out of his hand was really important. And he's going to be able to drop this Death Touch guy and get a Brainstorm out of it. So
yeah, and he's going to be able to play another land, and then we're also going to see Pino is on, I would say, Dark Maverick.
That's a scrub. I mean, yeah, he usually plays Dark in order to have access to Death Ray and Siege Rhino. You're just going straight for the Bloodbraid Rhino there.
No, I mean he does. He runs I believe 2 of them.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
So,
but the initial reason was for Deathrite, which is a pretty darn good card for him.
Yeah. And so Greg real smart here playing that Swords to Plowshare on David, because if David had not, then David would have been able to play that Murderous Redcap, and then getting rid of a chunk of stuff. And then Pino's just going to attack with a team, getting in for 5. David going down to 11. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, maybe. I guess blocks need to be declared.
Yeah.
Everything's tapped out, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Pino goes after, the Pride Mage. So, I apologize there. He's actually only going to take 3, so that's going to hit. David's going to settle at 13.
Yeah. And I don't know if I really like attacking with the Pride Mage, because that's also an out for a pod if it ever hits the table.
Yeah, I mean, certainly.
And you get his power from. I mean, he gets to add an extra damage by attacking with the Dryad Arbor as well, but you're going to lose the Exalted trigger in this.
Tim, what problems are you having with the stream? Let me know. Let us know. We'll try to fix them. Brainstorm from David here, though.
A good old saucy 2-mana Brainstorm. Drawing an Edric, looks like, as well as some things we can't tell. He drew a Reclamation Sage for the turn.
And a Birthing Pod. No, he's had Sage in his hand for...
Oh, okay.
I want to say at least 2 turns. He drew the Reoccurring Nightmare for the turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's the Deathrite Shaman. I believe we're probably going to see Murderous Redcap come down next turn, as long as nothing happens to that Deathrite Shaman, which will effectively nullify Greg's board.
Yeah, and it definitely will take out the Thalia to make sure that the following turn the pod can really be effective. I mean, it's going to cost them some life, but that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Oh, and there's a... So that decision to block the Qasali Pride Mage, while I still think was correct in that situation, is definitely hurting David for not blocking the Dryad Arbor. Because now this Mr. Nighty Knight's on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And Intelligent Man, Wednesdays 7:30.
The Knight's still only a 2/2. Oh, he removed the fetch land, so we didn't have any lands, so it was a 2/2. That was a really smart play by David.
Okay. That was a really good line. It was pretty great. Okay, awesome. And Sydney in chat, thank you for pointing that out. Sydney's one of our commentators on Wednesday. So...
And the Intelligent Gentleman, there's also a number of different standard events throughout the city On Friday nights, there's also might be some swords.
It was more asking if we stream it.
Oh, we stream it?
Yes.
All right, fine.
So there's a Thalia attacking in, which is interesting because if he blocks, it persists and then just kills the Thalia. Yeah. Yeah, before any damage can get done. Okay. And then there's a Green Sun Zenith for 4. I imagine we're going to see another Knight.
Yeah.
And then David's going to have an answer for it. Yeah, there's another Knight.
Boom Nasty's asking if anyone's playing Jeskai Stoneblade. We do not know.
Yeah, actually, we do.
We do have some sense, but I kind of doubt it.
No, I don't see anybody that's playing it. We've got Blue Red Delver, Miracles, Reanimator, Zoo, Death and Taxes, Shardless Bug, Maverick, Painter, Omni-Tell, Land, Storm, and Pod. All the fun things. Fresh battery. It's intense.
Mark is doing his impression of a dragon over here.
Yes.
Rawr.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So there's the birthing pod. David's going to go down to 9 off of that, though. Imagine he's going to go down to 7. We'll see.
Yep.
Going down to 7. Using that Phyrexia mana on the old birthing pod. He's going to pod away his... and get a Shriekmaw. Pot away the Murder's Red Cap. Get a Shriekmaw. Shriekmaw has a enter the battlefield ability. Destroy target non-black, non-artifact creature. Goodbye, Mr. Knight of the Reliquary. That's right. So.
Is it actually a man, though?
What, Knight of the Reliquary? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a human. It's a human.
Well, it's a human, but I don't know if it's actually a man in the picture. It looks a little...
90% sure it's a dude.
I don't know. Well, anyway, Shriekmaw is a terror with legs.
Yes, it is. Dumb mother. You are a dumb mother. I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you for tuning in. I always know when you get here. It's great. Shriekmaw swinging in is going to take... Shriekmaw is what, a 3-2? Right? 90% sure it's a 3-2. It could be a 2-2, and I could just be very wrong. And what just happened there? Why did the Murderous Red Cap come back into play? What did I miss?
Did he... Reoccurring Nightmare.
But Reoccurring Nightmare is an enchantment. It should be on the table.
But it has an ability of returns back to
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So he must have missed him paying for it and then bringing it back.
Okay, but there's a Siege Rhino.
Screwing up the life again.
All right. There we go. And up to 19.
HC Fox, let's just call it Amanda.
All right, we'll call it. All right, and then David actually, I believe, is at 3. No, never mind, because that's tab for the Siege Rhino. So
Shriekmaw is in fact a 3-2.
It is a 3-2. Okay, that's harkening back to my Lorwyn Shards days, and it's hard to remember. So there's another Reoccurring Nightmare. We're going to see Murder's Red Cap get sacked. It's going to persist. Going to take out the Dryad Arbor. And then we're going to play... All right, that's... Oof. Oh, there's a Siege Rhino of David's own.
So he's...
Yeah, so the Baleful Strix is back out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. All right, but so David's sitting at 4 though. If he double blocks, he goes to 2. Or if he just single blocks, he goes to what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
Siege Runner's a 4/5. So
there is a Mom and a Swords
to Plowshare. Oh wow. Well, that's an interesting situation because if Greg swords, if he ends up swordsing, then David falls out of being lethal range.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Yeah, so both, and then, yeah, so it's going to be great because David's then going to follow up with his own Siege Rhino. All right.
He goes to 1.
Okay.
Temporarily. Oh, wait, that's Glow Rider. Oh, shit, guys. It's Glow Rider, which says non-creature spells cost 1 more. It's a 3-mana Thalia.
Yep.
That's not legendary. So that's what we thought was the. So he's
Was
got
the
Mom
source
in
of
here.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Well, I think he's got a Gaddock Teague in hand. I think that's his other card that he's got in hand.
I think
Greg's
he's down to 1.
Yeah, I think Gaddock Teague is the last card in Greg's hand.
You're not aware that's Glow Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally knew it was no Glow Rider.
So it's when we're like, oh man.
It's from Onslaught.
So there's the Siege
Block.
Rhino.
I know that set well.
We're gonna go. Life Total's playing a little upsy downsy. Upsy downsy. All right, and that's going to be it. So Gaddock Teague.
Oh, it is
yeah, pass the turn back. Greg's got a Caracas in hand. Caracas not going to do much here. So we're going to be at a little bit of a stalemate. I mean, the two...
It's not really much of a stalemate if he's able to do things with Reoccurring Nightmare. Like, that gives him an engine to kind of...
Yeah, very
bring
true.
back Shriek Maw, bring back Baleful Strix again. Start getting some card advantage that way.
Well, I mean, I guess he can cast. Can he actually? There are no there are no lands.
There's no lands, so he can't cast that. Never
yeah,
mind.
He's got some Abrupt Decays in hand. He's got 2 Abrupt Decays. So.
Which he's going to be able to cast with the Glow Rider in play. So.
Yeah. But and there's a Thalia. All right, so if he's going to do something, he's got to do it in response.
Yeah, he could Abrupt Decay the Glow Rider.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares too much about Gaddock Teague.
Yeah.
So
and this is going to stop it from multiple sphere effects in play. So, like, next turn, he can still... If he doesn't draw a mana source, he can still Abrupt Decay something.
Yeah. So S. Gordon asking if we have deck lists for the decks that are on stream. We actually did deck text the past 2 weeks with both of these guys. I'll get you a link to our YouTube channel. And you'll be able to find the deck text there, and we might be able to get one of them to do a deck tech at the end of the night if a better deck's not kind of showing up. But we'll, but yeah. So either way, we'll find you a way to get some lists, or worst case, we'll post them to our Facebook page for you, and you can find them there. We actually post quite a few deck lists to our Facebook page, so hopefully we'll find you something good. Siege Rhino gonna actually go and beat Face here?
Yep.
Yes.
The Solitary Attacker.
All right.
Going to 12.
All right.
Yep.
And... Oh. All right. So, David... All right. So, David played Reoccurring Nightmare, brought back Shriek Maw, tried to get Thalia. Thalia got bounced back to Greg's own hand with Caracas, but then... David flashback Cabal Therapy sacrificing Siege Rhino in order to name Thalia, getting the Thalia out of there.
Mm-hmm. Now he's going to be able to play Reoccurring Nightmare again, sacrifice Shriek Maw after attacks to bring Siege Rhino back and do the Swing of Life again. So this is where Siege Rhino has a ton of value in this deck, where he's able to recur the Lightning Helix effect,
which is very nice. I mean, Lightning Helix on a 4/5 trampling body seems fine. So Pino's going to go down to 6 here. David's going to go up to 7. It's lethal next turn. Actually, we might just see an activation from Deathrite Shaman here. Nope. David, so he doesn't have to discard, is going to play a second Deathrite Shaman.
And Buddy scoops.
All right.
In response. That's game
done.
1.
All right. So
Shadazy.
Easy enough. Easy enough. Jesus, I'll do my best to get some Omni-Tell on the camera for you. And then yeah, S. Gordon pledge, thank you for tuning in. We much appreciate it. And then let's see. So Sanctuary, what is the black creature the pod player is playing? Gets black creature? That was that was a Shriek Maw. It's a 3/2 with Invoke for 1 and a black. Otherwise it normally costs 4 and a black. And it is destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. So it's terror on a 3/2 body. Does it have fear?
I think so.
I feel like it has fear. And then Reoccurring Nightmare, correct. That was the other card that he was playing. Reoccurring Nightmare is a 2 in a black for an enchantment. Sacrifice a creature, return it to your hand, and then put a creature from your graveyard into play. All the fun things. All of the fun things. All right, so David takes that one. I imagine this matchup's good for David. Like, I don't think this is that great of... I don't think it's that great for Pino. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like there's a number of... I mean, the Podnific deck has a lot of value against a fair deck like Maverick. And so he was able to fight over the important cards like Knight of the Reliquary. He was able to not get burdened down by the Thalias and the Singleton Glow Rider in order to be able to still cast important stuff like Abrupt Decay, Reoccurring Nightmare, because you can't just start Reoccurring Nightmare and sort of like abusing it every turn if it costs 5.
5, yeah. Which is true. And David seemed to be a little hamstring on mana too there. Also, Alpalapalapalapa is confirming in chat that it does have fear. That's what I thought.
Oh, you're right. I am not Gregory Schaefer. This is incorrect.
Oh, look at that. You were nope. Andrew,
thanks, Jeffrey.
Andrew, you were definitely Greg Schaefer. Just putting that out there. We'll let him know. We'll let Greg know that he is no longer Greg Schaefer. All right, you're Gurr, just GRR.
Yes.
All right,
we have the band Gurr in the house, coming out of retirement to cast some magic.
Sweet. There we go. Everything look right?
Yes.
All right, beautiful. There we go.
And Managoro is asking us sitting there with Death and Taxes. I know at least someone is. So
yep.
Mr. Schaefer himself is the one who's running Death and Taxes.
Death and Taxes. Yep. And then Sydney's actually in the. Sydney's actually in the chat. Yeah.
We are not, Jeffrey. We are not the same person. I don't know what you're talking about. I have far more facial expressions. I do not sound like a ghost. I don't have an echo to my voice.
Wait. Oh, that's what you're referring to.
I do not wear an owl hat. Come on, guys.
Yeah, but to be honest, if you had an owl hat, it'd be hard pressed. We'd be hard pressed to tell the difference.
That and the ability to nod at 180 degrees. What the fuck?
Oh goodness.
I am rather expressive. I like showing you guys a good time. Should be fun. Oh, the Necrotic Ooze deck. Yeah.
I mean, that's really old, right?
Or published on January 4th, 2015.
Was this modern then? I don't know.
No, this is probably from Legacy on one of the side events for the IQ or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing the Necrotic Ooze combo is you have... It's like Phyrexian Tower and then Triskelion are 2 creatures. And Necrotic Ooze the third. Necrotic Ooze is a card that says it gains all the abilities of creatures in your graveyard. And there's a freaking card where you mill cards off the deck and it gets counters. And then Triskelion allows you to remove counters to ping stuff. So it allows you to... Oh, that was modern?
It was
Thanks,
modern.
Intelligent
Okay.
Man. I want to like make his name an Intelligentsia Man, like the coffee.
The coffee place.
Yeah.
Only if we then get coffee from him, because that'd be awesome.
So now you need to ship us coffee.
Either way, it looks like we're getting started. Greg, very similar play. Savannah, Greensled Zenith into
Shuffles deck.
Dryad Arbor, shuffling some shuffles. Supreme Pineapple. I liked it.
Gristleman plus Borgmus and Rage in this one. Yeah, if it's modern, you don't have access to those cards, but clearly not as fun.
Modern doesn't have Triskelion? Yeah,
it has Triskelion, but it doesn't have the other one. That was only in... it's the flag. What's the flag icon? Or the symbol set?
Alliance.
Alliance, yeah, it's in Alliance.
David going to go down to 19 here, though.
Phyrexian Devourer. Thank you, Jeffrey. That's the name of the card.
Ooh.
Looks like a tower. That's why it makes me think of that.
Okay. Oh, he's in the Survival of the Fittest deck. All right, that kind of
which should get unbanned, frankly, but
maybe. Fuck it. Oath of Druids, unban it. Let's do it.
Yes.
I
recently got a hold of a set of foreign Oath of Druids that a friend of I lent to a friend a long time ago. I recently got them back, so that'd be really sweet to be able to play them in Legacy.
Yeah.
Right now they're in an 80% proxied vintage deck.
So let's see. So I imagine we're gonna have another Cabal Therapy. Yep. Let's see if David hits this time. Yeah, no. Looks like he whiffed. So we see Sword, Greenstone Zenith, and some lands. Oh wow, yeah. Because Pino can just go land, play Sword, pass it back, get something, then get a Knight and equip. Go fetch. It's gonna be a 4/4. Or is that a Bojuka Bog? That is a Bojuka Bog.
That is a Bojuka Bog. So even if he just plays Sword and then equips the land with it, Dryad Arbor. Because in this matchup, Sword of Fire Knight just says Draw an extra card every turn.
Deal 2 damage.
And deal 2 damage.
Yep. So there's a he's gonna green sun for 1 here, getting a mom perhaps.
No,
Deathrite Shaman. Okay.
Makes sense.
And then so we have question.
Oh, and then he's gonna play the WUBRGxyz BUG targeting him, so he removes the Cabal Therapy.
Oh.
And the land for his own Deathrite if he has it.
Nice. Okay.
So that's solid, but it does remove a land for his Deathrite to eat.
As well, yeah. But I guess he's got that Verdant Catacomb, so he's got a little bit of a fetch going. HC Fox, does Dice Dojo run Terra Mystica tournaments?
Check the website.
Yeah.
Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo. Google it, you'll find it.
Yeah.
They do a lot of awesome stuff. You just have to check the calendar of events and see if they're doing that or not.
I have no idea what Terra Mystica is. Is that weird EDH?
I don't know if it's a card game. I have no idea what it is.
I think it's Magic related. I'm pretty sure.
That is our invitational winner, Ali Rade, Sylvan Safekeeper.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I was trying to... Yeah, this is a Sylvan Safekeeper. I was like, where are you going with this? Sylvan Safekeeper, David's own version of Mom, because he runs Titania. So, Titania, Protector of Argoth.
And creator of Juggernauts that are trees.
Yes. 5 3s.
Yep.
Good things.
It's a Juggernaut.
Good things. Bitch. Juggernaut bitch.
Yes. Or the
I wish
Titania.
I really want
Keeper of the Stable of Hose.
I don't know. No. That was a reference to the dubbed the X-Men dub things like
what?
I'm the Juggerman bitch. Never. All right, look it up.
No.
Juggerman. I'm the Juggerman. I'm the Juggerman. I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
Is this sort of like Team 4-Star doing dubs of Dragon Ball Z kind of thing? All right.
Yeah. All right. So there's a Deathrite Shaman. Pino is not playing the. He's not about the letting you get anything in your graveyard game. This time,
as opposed to the sword plan.
No, he'll just
had the Sophie in hand.
Yeah, but he's just gonna play and equip it next turn. He's still got another land in hand.
Yeah, but
just play and equip it all in one turn and go pow.
That is the 2-mana Borderland Ranger guy. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But so he's just just grabbing land.
Sylvan Ranger. Pretty sure because it's like Borderland Ranger and then Sylvan Ranger. I'm pretty sure it's Sylvan Ranger.
Okay.
Yep, 1 in a green, get a basic and put it in your hand. If I am recalling correctly, broccoli.
Which is the second best kind of correct, because you get your vitamins and your veggies.
Correctly. Scooby getting funky. Thank you for following. Much appreciated. And guys, let me know if you were hearing that coin sound. We had some complaints about the coin sound, so
that's one of the
that should be gone.
Automatic sort of like follower notification sounds.
That should be gone though.
Yes.
So here we see a sword, and I'm betting we see an equip. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's see. Which Ipoa? Which deck have you not seen before?
I think he's talking about he makes references to Ali Rade in his earlier session, so I'm guessing he's referring to Glaciers. And if you want, you can check our stream from last week. At the end of it, he does a deck tech, so you kind of get to see everything it is, and he kind of talks a little bit about it.
Yep.
But, so we're probably going to see this Ranger get the land and then do his business blocking.
Yeah, probably just nice quick chump. David doesn't want Pino to get another card or have 2 damage, possibly shot at his Deathrite Shaman, and
Armageddoning his land in order to keep the Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
He might just chump with Sylvan because it's sort of.
I would chump the Sylvan Ranger, right? Because Sylvan Safekeeper actually does something. All right, guess not.
Maybe he has other
YOLO.
plans for it.
Hashtag YOLO swag. YOLO. David debating whether to crack this fetch. Yep. All right, so David going to go down to 18.
Yeah, Glacier is known. People are kind of talking about the pod list, and Tim's kind of mentioning like it's not very common in Germany. Glacier is a very big fan of the Veteran Explorer birthing pod decks in Legacy. So this is sort of his... I don't have to say it's his pet deck, but it's something that he definitely works on quite frequently and will run locally.
Well, no, he runs it at the SCG Opens. I mean, he's top 8'd with this deck before. So
it's something that he knows very, very well.
Yeah.
Might as well just be a pet deck. Like, that's his...
Yeah.
That's his
it's
thing.
what he's known for.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so David going to activate his Deathrite Shaman. Pino wisely leaving his up and goes to use the mana from the land. Greg activates his, makes it green, and then pumps his Mr. Scooz over there. So he's actually at 20. He gets a +1/+1 counter as well as a another life. And so then we see a Glenalandra Archmage coming down from David here. So this is going to be interesting. Ipoa, it looked very different game 1. Game 1, David controlled everything to a T. So it's yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of game where you sometimes see in Modern where you have a pod deck that doesn't have access to pod, which that's the kind of game that David's playing right now. He doesn't have access to pod. He had the one
no reoccurring nightmare
Cabal Therapy earlier that got removed with Bojuka Bog, so he hasn't been able to play sort of the discard. Jeffrey K providing an awesome link to the YouTube stream of it, so check that out if you want to get kind of the list of what David's running.
Yeah.
Looks like he's chumping, surprisingly saving the Ranger. Maybe he's hoping for...
I think he's looking for pod. Like, that's the only thing.
Maybe a 3-drop?
Maybe he's got a 3-drop that he really, really wants. There's a Shriek Maw. He can just hardcast that. Yeah. All right, so...
Yeah.
What do you... I guess you just take out the Scavenging Ooze. Like,
I think so.
I think that's your best bet. And then you've got black, so then you can block... you can't chump Thalia? Oof. I don't know. It's it's tough. I'm pretty sure you take Scooz, though.
Yeah, I guess I'm talking about pod circa a year or a year and a half ago when before it sort of had like a long stretch of success where it sort of had a bit... It wasn't... People were building it more in a combo fashion where it was sort of more reliant on pod itself.
And David definitely can fill the beatdown role as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not... Obviously, it's not going to do it as well as Pino does it. Because Pino is a beatdown deck. Let's see. Yeah, if somebody has the old-fashioned name for the 4 colors, everything minus red, I'll put it up there. Yeah. I can't remember what it is.
No.
So all the Nephilims. I don't remember what all the Nephilims are called.
So instead of holding a skull, that shaman is holding a sword. A sword that kills off all its important characters.
Yeah. Yeah. So...
It makes you like them and
yeah, and it's important that... I mean, Deathrite Shaman right now is a 3/4. So that Shriek Moth at a 3/2 is not going to do anything.
I like that HC Fox calling it redacted pod.
I like it. David going to take 2 here, though. Thalia getting in there. Wasteland from Greg. David's not looking pretty because I think David's just got 2 more lands in hand. Yeah, he's got a fetch, and then I'm not quite sure what the other one was. But there's another Deathrite Shaman. That's a nice blocker. He really needs to see an Abrupt Decay to get rid of the sword. Because, I mean, that's really
how big is the
issue right now.
Actually, because he's swinging
Archmage is a 2/2. Archmage is a 2/2, and then it's got built-in negate from 1 blue. So, and then you have to sack it. So, your tiller infrequent. All right. Oh wait, no, that's the. All right, and so 2 to moving it over to equip to Thalia. Not, I mean, kind of irrelevant. I mean, David's still gonna have to like chump. So sitting at a 4-3.
But first strike, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah, and then I'm sure. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Pino eat that Shrike Maw. All right, well, putting it back.
I would love to play in a proxy vintage tournament. They're usually, most of the ones I know are running in sort of western Michigan and in Ohio, as far as the ones that are in the Midwest. But I'm a big fan of Eternal formats.
Yeah, and in terms of actually holding tournaments, we don't actually hold any tournaments. What I do is I just take around all my gear to various stores that are already holding tournaments, and then I stream from those stores. So I don't particularly control the actual stores or what they're doing. Oh, wow. All right, so this is pretty big. Wow. All right, cool.
David gets equipment of his own.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll be able to be putting some counters on that GT.
Yeah, so, I mean, he is. He's just going to equip it to Glen Alondra and then swing.
Poke.
Gonna get two counters on that Glen Alondra. He's gonna be able to chump block with the Deathrite Shaman, and then basically just start picking apart Greg's team. So I'm quite interested to see what ends up happening here. I have to imagine you put it on Glen Alondra.
Yeah, I mean at that point you can chump Thalia again next turn with your own Deathrite, and then
And then, all right, so Pina going down to 18 here.
Gibbo was asking about using Parasect Pokemon cards as zombie tokens. I kind of like it. I kind of want to see maybe some Gengars as zombie tokens. We around
some Gengars? No, isn't that Parasect? Isn't that the one that's got the skull on it?
Parasect is the giant hermit crab guy.
Oh, no, I like the one that's got... Well, I mean, I guess if you're going from, what was that game that just came out that was all about the fungus zombies? Last of Us? Was that what it was?
I don't know.
I think it was Last of Us. I guess if you're going for that vibe, then yeah, like fungus zombies. But I like the little ghost one that has the skull.
But Gengars are expensive. Oh, well.
All right, so we're swinging big here. All right, Novice Glenn, thank you for following. All right, so Deathrite's
gonna chump.
Yeah, all right, so chumping there. So then David's gonna take 2 off of this. Yeah. All right, taking 2. Going down to 13. I have to imagine unless Pino's got.
And I was gonna drop a Mom's which I don't think is gonna be long for this world.
No.
He's gonna try and.
Ooh. Well, he's moving to equip Mom with the
sword.
With the sword. I think you just go ahead and kill that. Wait, no. The sword's fallen off. Right? Because he went to...
I don't know if he
moved to equip. No, he moved to equip, so that's not equipped to Thalia anymore. Hold on.
Let's double check that. But he's going to swing in for 2 again. That's going to go down to 18. He's going to get 2 more counters on that. Mangaro, there's some, like, crypt-looking guy who's like a mummy who has, like, skulls on it. Oh, the sword remains on.
Yeah, but I just have no idea how equipment works is basically how that plays out. All right, but now there's here's a reoccurring nightmare.
Oh, all right, he's gonna have to pay 4.
So
in response, it sounds like he's using his Deathrite to remove something. He's gonna remove the
Sylvan Ranger.
Sylvan Ranger.
I didn't realize that with equipment, if your target is not there, then it stays on there.
Yeah, if it's something that's already carried, it doesn't go to uncarried if the handoff fails.
That's fair.
Sounds like it.
Okay.
It's not like a baton you drop it. It's like, Timmy, no, you ruined the relay.
Okay, so that makes sense. The abilities counter to the sort of stays. Okay, when I think about it that way. Okay, yeah, because I always there's no unequip of a sword. Whatever. feel a little bit like an idiot. So shoot it once, shoot it twice, shoot it 3 times. That's dead. David's going to take 3, though. Going to put him down to 10. Another Deathrite Shaman. Greg Bin had Deathrite Shamans.
And he automatically equips it to the sword.
Yeah. So... And that's going to take 4 counters. Yeah, this is rough. I hope David drew something good. He's going to go down to 2 here. Or 16. He's going to take 2, go down to 16. Yeah. All right. The only way to give it protection.
You're providing some information on the equip.
All right. Much appreciated.
Rulings.
What's the tower of... what's the one that gives protection from artifacts?
Tower of the Magistrate.
Yeah, Tower of the Magistrate.
That'll just make something fall
yeah,
off.
I ran that in my Death and Taxes list for a little bit. All right, so we have Reoccurring Nightmare out, and so we got the Glenalandra Archmage, which is now a 1/1, and then gonna go ahead and play. Yeah. All right, so we have Reoccurring Nightmare out. We've got a Deathrite Shaman that's equipped with the Jit, so even if he does go to Chump, which he only has to, he has to pump twice. Huh. Alright, so David's going to fetch in response. Going to go down to 9.
No, I think with the wording of Reoccurring Nightmare, you can grab... Oh, he's just going to counter it with Glenna and Archmage.
Oh, okay.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is for, that
you
is
know the negate on board. Yeah. All right. My bad. All right. So this is still fine. All right. So now Greg's got to figure out if he actually wants to attack, because David could pump twice, have his Deathrite Shaman live. Greg's Deathrite Shaman would then die. The equipment would be not equipped to anything, and then David would still have 2 counters left on it.
Be able to kill whatever he tried to equip with. So it looks like he's just
passing the
passing.
turn.
He's going to use a fetch landing going down to 8. He might just...
Well, he's just trying to thin his deck now.
I'm just wondering if, like, at end of turn you get the Archmage back. With Nightmare.
Can you do Nightmare at instant speed?
Or is it play only as a sorcery?
Let's find out. I didn't think you could do it at instant speed. I could be wrong. But I mean, I'll look that up. I'll find that out.
Well, it sounds like he's going to his turn anyway, so it might just be sorcery.
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, play it only as a sorcery. That's what I thought. All right, yeah. So there's a
attack with the Dried Arbor. The tree is carrying a sword made of wood.
Jit always does win, Tyvux. Jit always does win. It's a sad Jite truth.
Yeah, if the Jite gets counters, it is a hard thing to beat in a creature versus creature matchup.
All right, so is he pumping? I'm trying to figure out what he's doing with those counters. Okay, so he's gaining...
Sounds like he was blocking with the...
Okay, so
the Deathrite, and then he pumped it, and then before damage, he then removed the Archmage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's fine.
You can only use Recurring Nightmare during the nighttime phase.
Oh, excuse me, nighttime phase. Sorry.
We should have the little moon at the top of the screen underneath round 1, like in Dojo.
I like it.
Nightstalker. I don't know what the current meta of Dota is right now, but I think it was Nightstalker, the dude who gets buffed during the nighttime part, was a total house like a month ago or 2.
Really?
Yeah. But Punisher 212, thank you for the follow.
Yes, thank you very much. Much appreciated. All right, so now sword's equipped, just swing it in. So let's see what. All right, so we know Greg's only got a land, which I think is fine. So pump it, and then pump it again. Wait, what?
Opposed saying he's watching the Dojo tournament on the other stream. That's cool. I only really watch the international just because it's kind of like the excitement of it's really nice and the production quality is really good. I don't really watch it often.
Yeah, so all right, I'm trying to figure out what just happened there.
I think he might have pumped to keep it alive.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because this one's a 3-4, and he pumped it once to become a 3-4-2. They just bounce off each other. He gets 2 counters.
Oh, and then he -1 to take care of it. All right. So then 3 counters are left.
That doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what just happened there. But both players very competent. They know what they're doing. Neither one of them seems to be arguing.
He's just going to pay a bunch to Green Sun for a Siege Rhino.
I'm pretty sure this is... Well, no,
No,
this is
5.
5. This is Titania.
Oh, baby.
I think... Yeah, he's still got a fetch land in play.
Yeah, that's a Juggernaut.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be Titania. Yep. All right. Bam.
Shadaisy.
Pump or block pump so they bounce to keep 1 counter on Jit, making 3. Yeah, but then why did his Deathrite die? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did Greg's Deathrite die? Like the pump...
it died because he re-equipped it to the other Deathrite, it sounds like. And so it just dies because of damage.
Yeah. So then why is that one tapped?
I do not know.
And then why wouldn't David just take the counters off to kill the other Deathrite? I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know, guys.
So many...
This is the game state we have.
All right, so David going to go down to 7 here. He's going to probably sack Deathrite or the Dryad Arbor to reoccurring nightmares, like they're saying in chat. And David's going to have a whole bunch of 5/3s. So we'll see. Yeah, play is fine. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
okay.
He exited his own Deathrite in response to David could. Okay, sure. Yeah, I was just saying it was unclear. Like, that's what I said. Both players very competent. Pino in particular, very big on rules. So I don't think I did not feel that either player was having advantage taken of them, or that either one of them was doing anything that the other one would not want to happen. So yeah.
So it looks like he drew a Cradle, which doesn't really help him at this point in juncture.
No, there's 3 5/3s, a Dryad Arbor carrying a very large stick right now, yeah, and then a Deathrite Shaman that's going to be able to do 2. Any way you slice this, Pino is, I think, very close to dead this turn. So there's a Brainstorm. If he finds an Abrupt Decay, which it didn't, it was just... Oh, there's a Green Sun Zenith, though. So he can go for Siege Rhino, I guess? So let's see how many he's going for. I'm not quite sure what else was in the deck that he's going to want to go for. But this is for 2 so far. Green Sun for 3. Or Green Sun for 3. Let's see what he's getting.
Reclamation Sage to kill the sword.
Oh, very good point. Yep. So... And that's gonna.
I mean, it could have been like super.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yep. So there that goes, and now this has to be game, right? Because I mean, like, yeah. Wait, no, yeah. You just use the counters from Jit to kill everything on his board. Yeah. Thank you for following, much appreciated. Then you swing in and activate Deathrite Shaman. See, I would have killed the Deathrite Shaman. Is there only 1 instant or sorcery in there? What are you doing? What are you doing over here?
I'm looking for this link. I'm going to repost this because it's the deck tech.
Oh, okay.
Link.
Beautiful. All right, cool.
So the link that we're just posting. Oh, and Mangaro posted it again, too. So that's the list for David.
All right. Sweet. There we go. So let's see. Yeah. All right. So David's gonna take, or so Greg's gonna take 15, or did he just gain a life? How is he not dead? I think Greg is at 1. Because let's assume he blocked one of the 15/15s.
Okay, we're drawing the Reclamation Sage. Get to not do much.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't do much, but...
All right, so yeah, so he takes blocks, so he takes 8 there, and then another 1. So it takes 9, so I believe Greg's at 8.
Oh, the last life total he has on his pad is double digits, so I'm confused. That might be something different.
I believe he's at 8. All right, and so in response to the trigger, David's going to gain life, kill the Reclamation Sage. So, I mean, it's going to take 1 counter to kill the Reclamation Sage. David then is going to use the other 4 to gain life. So David is going to go to, 8 more life? So he's going to go to 15.
Yeah. Mangaro is saying this deck is a sock full of pennies. Yeah, it kind of
is.
Like,
all right.
It's a really grindy deck that does really well in the creature matchups. Like, so is Maverick if it's able to kind of do its thing, but you know, in game 1, David was able to keep Greg off of any Knights of the Old card. He didn't draw any Stonesword Mystics. We didn't see any in game 2 either from Greg, and so it was just sort of, I mean, David stayed alive enough to get GT, and he was able to get it online.
Yep.
And that happened.
Right. So we forgot to update the match total, so we're a little bad about that. But yes, that was also time and round, so they went right to time. But now we're gonna get another one. I'm gonna go see if Omni-Tell won, then we'll go get Omni-Tell on there. So
this is a stream for winners.
Yes, that's right. It is a stream for winners, but it was playing against Zoo. And honestly, I have zero idea how that matchup goes. I don't know what.
Zoo might just be able to be fast enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know.
Like
who
if the
gets
hands are bad and.
I don't know who gets the Omni-Tell. It was Omni-Tell or Show and Tell. Did you see any sneak attacks? Or sneak? Was it sneak and show?
I'm guessing it's probably sneak and show with like 2 omniscience.
Okay.
The Elzar, thank you for following.
Yes.
Like I don't think he was mono blue Omni-Tell or like the blue red Burning Wish Omni-Tell version.
No Doomsday's decks today, and Jeffrey, sorry, no elves. No elves. So, but let me go see. I'll let you talk about something pretty.
Talk about something pretty.
Something pretty.
Oh, pretty stuff. Bradley Lumen. Bradley Lumen's a pretty person. How about that? Thank you for following. Thank you for having us. Ipo is asking how about lands. I'm the lands player, so I'm not actually playing tonight. My streak of getting money on Mondays, I guess maybe it still counts if I play again next week, but the last 2 weeks I got 3rd and 6th and they both cashed out. So those were good placings for me. I was on camera on the last round last week on Monday. I felt like I really misplayed that matchup. I was up against Death and Taxes. That's a really grindy matchup if you don't get... I really misprioritize Punishing Fire in that matchup. Like, you really just need to get Punishing Fire online against Death and Taxes, and if you keep your if your Burn Willows online, you can just clear the board and it doesn't really matter anymore. I did not do that in my matchup last week, and I was a little butthurt about that, but...
You know, sometimes you get a little butthurt.
Yeah,
no, it's fine.
But I was telling them that like I've gone 2 weeks in a row getting monies playing lands, and so I've made some changes to it. It pains me, but I'm not running Mana Bond anymore.
No,
I'm running
Makes
0
sense.
copies. It really hurts me to do that. I really want to come back to a deck I feel is still really good, but as Supreme Pineapple is saying.
What did I find?
It's a heater.
And headphones.
And headphones. What magical things from
the Chicagoland Dice
Chicagoland's Dice Dojo.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to put this back.
Oh, it's
give me a little foot space.
Supreme Pineapple was talking about how important it is. Like, crop rotation has become such a really good card for lands.
Yeah.
Both the control version that runs blue and Intuition and Tolera West, or the strict red-green version that runs Gamble and multiple additional copies of Thesmos Sage and Dark Depths. Like, crop rotation is really strong. It makes the deck a lot faster.
Yeah. And so, guys,
are we like peaking, guys? Like, you're saying that's a hot mic? Was things just being way too loud?
Oh no, I think he was talking about the heater.
Oh,
the heater that I found. And so we are gonna get Omni-Tell or Show and Tell.
Yeah,
we're gonna get we're getting them on camera. Combo. Also found out the Miracles player is not on Miracles, actually on Jeskai Blade.
So we do have a Jeskai Blade.
So
are you referring to
Mr. Nick Hess? Mr. Nick Hestuels.
Oh, he came late. Okay.
Yeah, he came a little late. He's up here written in. So yeah.
Yeah, I know he's been not happy with Miracles lately in the blue-red Delver meta. I know. I don't know if that is particularly Mangar. We're just gonna have to find out. Okay, guys. We don't exactly. I'm pretty darn sure it's not Omni-Tell. I'm pretty sure it's blue-red Show and Tell that adds some omniscience in order to have an extra gear. Because if you Show and Tell in omniscience and you have, say, Emrakul in your hand, you get to cast it and take the extra turn and do the really dirty thing with the Spaghetti Monster. So my guess is that's the deck that Kyle's playing.
Yeah, I mean he's played Show and Tell, or I mean Sneak and Show, like 90% of the time. So, and I don't think he's going to move over to Omni-Tell. I could be wrong. I mean he was on Jeskai Blade for a little while, and then as far as Ipo, go to get some Italian Chain of Mephistopheles.
Chains of Mephistopheles.
Yeah.
That's a super awesome card. I really want to see if I can go towards more of a Jund depths list with it. I don't know if I would go the same length as that one dude, the Ken and Haas Jund depths list that ran Entomb. The super spicy Entomb Life in the Loam or Entomb Punishing Fire kind of deal. Because he didn't run he wasn't really a lands deck. You know, he had less than 50% lands in his deck.
I got 50% lands in my deck.
And then extra mana sources.
Actually, well, yeah.
With mana, if you count mana sources,
maybe. Let's see, 24 land, 4 monolith.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 28? Are we counting Metalworker as a mana source? If we're counting that, then we're up to 32, so we're over 50%.
Yeah.
But it's technically a creature too, and not like strictly a mana source. So
I mean, it's like a bird of paradise. Is that a mana source? It sort of is. Kind of. It's like 2 cantrips equal a land. Like a land you can cut from your deck.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you're looking to build decks that have use a lot of cantrips, like Delver decks, things that have the grow shell, that's a good formula to kind of keep track of. For every 2 cantrips, you can cut a land, kind of thing. Because the reasoning is that the selection that you get from those 2 cards are going to be able to find you the extra land you need.
Sure. Kind of Sure. I don't know. I'm trying to build a mono black aggro deck in Modern. I'm pretty sure it's terrible, but it involves what is it? Bloodchief Warrior guy from the new set. It involves some skithering something or others, some grave crawlers, some blood ghasts.
I'm all for those guys.
Some Still Moon Cavaliers. Some thank you. Some Phyrexian Obliterators, and then some good old Demigod's Revenge. And then some removal and a little Glitter Blossom action. Yes. Deck's probably really bad. I'm going to build it on Moto. I'm going to try it.
Going on my lands themes, I really like the Scapeship deck in Modern, which I'm trying to work towards playing.
Oh, so all right. So it looks like we got a little bit. We got a little Painter versus Show and Tell. I'm gonna put Show and Tell up there because I feel like that's a given.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take our pretty faces away. I think
that looks like Houtman.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
All right. So let's see. Player 1 name. Yeah. That's definitely Houtman. All right,
We've got the Disney shirt and a Top Gun hat. This guy came to play.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Mr. Bob Agra.
Mr. Bob Agra. He is rocking an outfit today. I'm a huge fan of.
What?
Change the sound.
Oh,
all right.
Top Gun?
Yes. His hat says Top Gun.
All right.
Maybe he's not qualified to say that he graduated from the Top Gun Academy.
Maybe. But, I don't know.
For all the fans of Archer, yeah. All right. So we're shuffling some decks. We're getting our pens ready to adjust life totals.
I'm gonna go.
Get time.
Start.
Yep. Go for it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say start because why not? Why not? Bob's already shuffled. He's ready to go. He is ready to go. That new land that came out, the one that removes hexproof or shout, is insane. What?
That was in like, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's in Commander 14. Yeah. It's like Arcane Lighthouse. It's like one tap it, target like a creature your opponent creatures your opponent control lose hexproof.
I was about to say how
does it target?
How does that do that with the whole targeting?
Yeah,
hexproof?
It's
nonsense.
I don't see a real purpose of running it. I mean, at least in lands, I don't see a purpose in running it. I know lands is the premier deck for utility lands. Yeah, it's Arcane Lighthouse.
All right, so I'm just looking at who else won. So it looks like Shardless BUG won, Pod obviously won, and then what is Matthew Sekaleka on? Matthew Sekaleka is on lands. Okay.
Oh, he's running lands too. Interesting.
All right, and then we have Spencer and Nick both drew. So Spencer's on Blue Red Delver, Nick is on Just Guy Stoneblade. So. That's
we'll see
that's
if we
what's
can.
going on there.
We'll see what we can get on camera.
Oh, okay. And a little clarification: Bob's on red white, so we'll go ahead and tack that on a little fronty front, little boo boo. All right, there we go. And do we see? Is that an Omniscience?
But he's got a black Underground Sea. He's got an interesting, like a Grixis. Show and tell list, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on. So we see a duress. It's going to get rid of that. I have to say the ensnaring bridge. Like, well, actually, Kyle doesn't have too much else going on right now.
It depends on how fast Kyle thinks his hand is. If he can't do something, if he feels like he can't be faster than that hand, he's got. Looks like a Cunning Wish, a Show and Tell, a Dig Through Time, and an Omniscience in hand. But he's not going to be able to cast something next turn, so he takes the Grindstone because, you know, if he's not be able to be faster than that hand, you take the Grindstone kind of thing. Yeah. And it looks like his hand was able to do things to get around.
Do we know he's got a red source, or is it just... maybe it is just Omni-Tell. All right, I'll update it to Omni-Tell. Might bite my mouth here in a second.
What Omni-Tell runs black? This is
I don't
very
know.
strange.
This Omni-Tell. Bam. That's what's happening right here.
Well, he is running Cunning Wish, so perhaps he's... It's interesting to see what spots the discard is actually pulling away from.
Yeah.
But
Bob's going to fetch here, though. And I imagine we're just going to go ahead and see that Snaring Bridge come down. So, that's going to probably put Bob down to go to Mr. Bob. Bob Agra. I love Bob's name. Bob Agra. Bob Agra. Going to see Bob go down to 17 here?
Most likely.
Unless he's just keeping it up.
Blood Moon would be a house.
So 17 no matter what. Yep, and there's the Ensnaring Bridge.
Oh.
So
Blood Moon off the top would have been pretty sweet.
That's if Kyle's running it. So there's one fetch, there's two fetches.
We're gonna see what people bring to class probably.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And Kyle's gonna bring knowledge of the universe.
I would imagine he's gonna bring that little thing called Omniscience. Little thing, cast some shit for free. Yeah, I think he is just straight on Omni-Tell. If I had to guess. See, if I had played tonight, I would have played a Sweet Walls deck.
Really?
Yeah, might do it on Thursday if I can get a couple people to cast for me. Oh, I got one. Mr. Tyler is going to be streaming. Oh, so pitching the Simian Spirit Guide. It's gonna get Red Elemental blasted, getting countered. Kyle not. I don't think Kyle's sitting on much now at all.
Nope, he was pretty on. He's pretty
there's
on
there's
making
a
sure that
dig
happened.
through time and a preordained, and are those Cunning Wishes? I think they're Cunning Wishes.
Yep, those are Cunning Wishes.
So Kyle would have pretty much won there had
So interesting. He just says go there.
I would have preordained.
Right? It's hard to see what he's actually waiting for. But he's going to play Penny Wishing at end of turn.
Sure. All right. I can get behind that. And that's what an
we'll have to
instant,
see what
right?
he has to grab an instant. Well, he's got.
Oh, Noxious Revival. Nice.
That is some spicy stuff.
So Noxious Revival is 1 Phyrexian green, which means you can either pay a green mana or 2 life. And it puts a target card from your graveyard on top of your deck. So Kyle's going to go down to 16 from casting that, though. And let's see if Bob's got an answer. Oh, another Red Blast. All right.
That is solid.
When he got it, he got it. When he got it, he got it. Ipo, if I'm ever in Florida and I can get my gear down, I totally will.
Yeah, if you want to fly us down, you can
yeah,
charter a flight and bring us down.
100% take a flight down to Florida. Yeah, now there's
Now that's 2 degrees. We'll
yeah. Oh no, Blood Moon's out. Okay. Blood Moon's out. You're gonna play another land. So
he plays the land to get around the sacrifice effect of City of
Yeah,
Pain.
I mean Kyle's not really hurting for this though. So like imagine we're gonna see a ponder and or a preordain this turn. Or at least I hope so. Because then he can fill the yard a little bit more. Kyle looking to see if there's yeah, I don't think so Ipo is saying that the Blood Moon hurts Bob more. I don't think so. Bob's got shit tons of mana.
Yeah, he's at this point he's got 6 lands in hand, guys. I mean his combo is 6 in play.
Come on, get your shit together.
So he has enough land in play to activate the things he needs to go off. So that's not necessarily bad.
So it was a Flusterstorm and something else. Both of them going on the bottom.
I think it was a Spaghetti Monster.
Was it a Spaghetti Monster?
That was a guess.
Oh, and there's a Force of Will, so that's gonna be relevant here in a little bit as well. So let's see.
But Bob also drew an extra blast. This time grabbing Intuition.
Yep. And Gibbison just jumped in, saying that they'll come cast if we pay for their ticket out here. I'm not gonna lie, probably not gonna happen. And by probably not gonna happen, I mean just not gonna happen. If you give me the money to buy your ticket, I will then buy your ticket.
Or you just come out here.
Yeah, or you just that's fine too. I'll take some frequent flyer miles. I'm not about that. All right, so bam, here's an Imperial Recruiter. Probably gonna go get a
guy.
Another Imperial Recruiter. That's fine. You're just gonna cast that one, Bob. Come on now. Come on now.
Yep. Going, trying to hit with some bears.
No, they're not even bears. They're 1/1s.
Never mind.
Yeah, so they're Squires.
The what Squires?
No, the Squires are 1/2. They're God. We had this conversation a little bit. Now I can't remember any just vanilla 1/1s.
Merfolk of the Pearl Trident.
Fair enough.
Is it 1/1?
Yep. Oh, I don't know if I like this play by Bob, because Bob had a Pyroblast in hand, and
now he's tapped out.
Yeah, and he knew Kyle went to go get that Intuition.
So you can just go get the last 3 show and tells.
Yeah, and then Kyle wins. So a little bit of a loose play there by Bob. I believe he could have gotten a Simian Spirit Guide off of that, which I thought he was kind of what he was going for, just to get like another guy in play. And
okay.
And then a thing, and then he'd still have the mana for, yeah, and then he'd still have a mana for that. So,
now he draws Indication.
Okay, no. So if he show and tells in here, hold on. All right. No, because it's gonna be coming to battle. Yeah, so he's still gonna do this, but at this point, it's too late. So that's gonna happen. Yeah, this is just it's little too late. That's what he needed to do last time. And Kyle could attack Bob could attack because he got 1 card. Kyle can't attack, correct? But given that this is Omni-Tell, he's not gonna need to.
He's going to release the ants, and they're going to kill him instead.
Yes.
If he can get there.
Yeah, so Duressing for free. Not going to do anything. Bob's hands kind of sit there. That Pyroblast is going to go away.
He's going to, I mean, at this point, he just fires off the Pyroblast.
Yeah.
And he's going to be met with a free Force of Will.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how did he fire off the Pyroblast anyway?
He removes the Simian Spear Guard.
To target the
now we're going to get a free...
Sure. Treasure Cruise, or not Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time. It's cold. It's time for a hoodie.
Yeah.
It's time for a hoodie.
So he's got an extra Cunning Wish. We'll be able to go grab the Release the Ants, but he doesn't have Enter the Infinite yet.
No.
So that's a thing. I didn't see what else he took. He took another Omniscience. Okay, so you could just another Omniscience. We know twice as much about the universe as we did before.
All right, and
we are all knowing.
Here's a Ponder. There's the Enter the Infinite.
Boom, right. There we go. GG.
Yep. All right. Draw your deck, put some cards back, win.
Normally, you just put the another copy of Enter the Infinite on top because most decks don't have something that's greater than 12.
Yeah. Well, he's putting another Omniscience.
Yeah, that's fine too.
I think he knows Bob not gonna have anything. There's another Cunning Wish. Gonna get that. Here's the ants.
It actually like really awkward art. Like it's kind of gross.
Does it?
It's not the prettiest art. I mean, it's a dude being eaten by ants, I think.
Oh.
And now Kyle is explaining the text on Release the Ants, which says, I can't remember the name of the actual ability, so someone in the chat will probably help us out. Clash. So you basically, each player reveals the top card. Whoever has the higher converted mana cost, you get to use the ability, which the ability is deal 1 damage. And then if you win, you get to do it again. And so you put a card like Enter the Infinite, which costs 12, or Omniscience that costs 10, or Emrakul, which costs 15 on the top, and you win every single time. And so you just kill them.
Yeah. It's good things. But, I mean, it's like, that's kind of what I expected with this matchup. Like, somebody's going to win pretty quickly. So, and let's see. So, all right. HC Fox going to open up a magic bar / tavern. Wants to call it the Muddling Mage. I do not mind that. I question, where are you going to open this? Because I feel like it's got to be, I think Madison would be a good place for you to open it. Heavy magic, a lot of magic players up there.
Yeah.
Probably be good. And it's college town. So, Gibson saying Urza's Tower. I like that.
Or New York City, I suppose. Get Finkelus out by every once in a while.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah. There actually might be legal problems with Urza's Tower.
Yeah.
Muddling Mage you could get away with, though, pretty easily, I think. So, they get all right, whenever someone comes in, they get to name a cocktail, and it cannot be made as long as they stay. I'm pretty sure unless your customers are only diehard Magic fans, they're not gonna appreciate that. They're gonna be like, fuck that. I want a goddamn rum and coke. It's not my fault that homeless Bob over there has got been sitting in here drinking rum and coke for or God forbid somebody go like Busch Light. Or not Busch Light, Bud Light. There you go. Nobody orders Busch Light. But if you're gonna drink shitty beer, you gotta go Busch Light because it's just water. It's just 4 or 5% alcoholic water. There's no flavor to it. You can pound them all day long. It's great.
I don't even.
Gotta go Busch Light. Gotta go Busch Light for cheap shitty beer.
I'm not in college anymore. I don't go for cheap beer. Period.
I don't either, but I can't remember the last 6-pack that I bought that was like under $12.
I don't know. Depending on the.
I bought a 30 Busch Light for that for the New Year's Eve party thing. But I'm saying strictly
you can get some good
strictly
6-packs for less than 12 that are pretty awesome.
I don't know. Most bourbon barrel ales, which is what I generally drink, or just like kick you in your face beers, they're not particularly cheap. At least in Chicago. If I go back to North Carolina, then that's good. Yeah, Mango named Bud Light. Yeah. Oh, PBR would be. Yeah. All right. Well, no, Steel Pillow. Then you got to drink PBR. You gotta if we're playing this game, you gotta drink PBR the entire time. Or maybe I guess maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't. We had to dive deeper into those.
You're really gonna have to square down the Oracle text on this.
Yeah, wait. Is meddling mage? Is meddling mage nobody can play that spell?
Yeah.
Or, oh, okay. So then, all right.
The
So
name
then
card.
you just have
so
a
no
bar
one gets
that
to
you
drink
just
it.
have a bar that's left with like you've got tonic water. That's all you can drink. That's all anybody. Like, hey, let me get that Jameson with a shot of Guinness with a shot of Jameson in it. In fact, no. You can have this tonic water. Everybody's named every drink that we have.
Then the douchebag comes in and names tonic water. But
Oh god!
You can only name cocktails, so beer is like people can drink whatever. But as far as the match goes and the magic, Bob Agra is officially in the danger zone. He's down again.
He is in the danger zone. Danger!
Danger zone.
I haven't seen that season of Archer yet. Oh, well, I guess
he says it in every
season. Yeah, every season. That's true. But they had the one intro for last season that was all around Top Gun. Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Yep. So we've got some presentations. We're going to be drawing some cards. Again, this is kind of a race, and I mean, luckily Bob has a bunch of Rebs against the blue deck, and it's a blue deck with some counterspells, and it looks like a couple of show and tells. I don't know if I
Bob's got the combo in hand with an Enlightened Tutor to
and a Reb.
Oh wow, I like this.
That's a good hand.
I like this.
I keep it. Kyle, I think I shipped that back. It's got a couple of show and tells.
Oh, he's keeping it.
Doesn't look.
I
got a brainstorm.
I would have just. Honestly, if I was Bob here, I immediately run out the Grindstone, force him to have a counterspell, and that counterspell has to be force. Yeah, like I don't like him waiting there. Because
you're super aggressive because you can get another one with a Enlightened Tutor.
Yeah, you have an Enlightened Tutor, and again, you get a force out of his hand, which opens up. Like then he has to have more specific counter spells, which is then him not being able to do anything and wasting his turn and yada 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 yada. So unless somebody can give me a better reason, I would have just run that straight out.
But he loses 10 life for the mistake.
Hashtag fetchline suck. 10 life. All right, there's another plateau coming in, and
probably the most the loneliest dual land.
Plateau?
Yeah.
I wanted to play 4 Plateau tonight for my sweet Walls deck with Flame Right and then Sentinel Vent. Oh, man. It would have been great.
So you got Kyle reading Thorn of Amethyst, which says non-creature spells cost 1 more to play.
Yep. There's
a response going to be in response.
Nothing. Not hitting much there.
That's an Omniscience. So he can show and tell Omniscience, but his knowledge of the universe doesn't get him very far.
No.
Which is kind of ironic. No.
And
although maybe knowledge of the universe is Enter the Infinite, and Omniscience is just, I don't know what you would call that. Like what happens when you become omniscient, and Omniscience is when you know all things.
Yeah, but you're not omnipresent, which is important.
So you become omnipresent when you enter the infinite. You become the universe when you enter the infinite, and you know the universe when you become omniscient.
All right.
All right, we've got it down, guys.
I'm happy with this. So, all right, here's the Painter Servant, and then Bob's just going to leave up 2 mana for this for the Red Blast. Making everything red, I'm guessing. Kyle going to go down to 19 here.
How would making things...
Oh, blue. Making everything blue. Shush your mouth. I know what I'm saying. I just might not say it. It works
I mean, if you had some spicy tech of siding in some blue elemental blast, yes, that'd be kind of cool. But
just side out your red blast, just let her fuck with him. So he's Kyle sides in his hydro blast.
Sadly, they never made like a cycle of those.
What do you mean?
Like, there's not a black elemental blast for white.
No. Oh. You mean like just in general?
I mean they did a card I think it's. I don't think it's called Death Mark. There's a black enchantment where you like pay 2 and you can counter a target green spell or something like that.
Is there? Oh, well, I know there's
a picture of a skull with like a snake wrapped around it. Is the art for the card? It's really old. I don't know what the card is, but it's sort of like do something to green that black doesn't normally do.
We might just
have a combo in
we just
play.
Might see winning right here because he's got another. Yep, And, yeah, he paid 2. Yep. Nope, he's fine. He's, yep. Kyle gonna pick it up. All right. That's kind of what I figured. It's, somebody's gonna get the combo on pretty fast. Yeah, I do agree. That seemed like a little bit of a loose keep for Kyle, though. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, part of why Omni-Tell sometimes struggles is that it's entirely based around cantrips. Like, that's the way it finds its combo. And so you really have to be really...
Oh, yeah.
You have to be active during your early turns searching for stuff. And it doesn't help when you're under a sphere effect.
Yeah.
No, that's... Cavernous Bloom is when you remove cards and you get mana. Gibboism.
Gods and... I think people are talking about Dota. I thought nobody cared about Dota. I thought it was all about League. I could be wrong.
Well, I feel like... I mean, the hipster thing is definitely to like Dota because League is mainstream.
Oh, sure.
So, like, the hipster thing to do is like Dota. But
explains why Steel Pillow
is
in there for...
He doesn't like the comfy pillows. He has to, like...
Oh, shit. That's a really good point. Mangaro bringing up, did Kyle side out Emrakul? Otherwise, he didn't need to scoop. Because everything would have just kept shuffling back in. So...
You're right. Or maybe he's not running Emrakul. I know there are versions that just don't run it.
Yeah, but I thought you said you saw a Spaghetti Monster Game 1. Or were you lying?
My eyes
you were
deceived
lying.
me.
You were a son of a bitch.
Because, like, in the version of Omni-Tell that I would play an Emrakul. Because it's such a good card.
Sure.
Especially for not only situations like this, but for just being able to say, like, I hardcast Emrakul.
Yeah.
I'm going to Annihilator 6 you.
Alright, so Mangaro saw Emrakul in the deck as well. So that might have just been like a premature concession from Kyle. Or I hope Kyle sided it back in. Or, you know what? Whatever. You can't stop somebody from conceding.
Yeah, I mean, the shuffle trigger goes on the stack. In between, even though Emrakul is blue, the trigger goes on the stack in between the triggers of the grindstone replacing itself.
Yeah.
So you'll shuffle the deck, graveyard back into the deck in between.
Yeah, between grindstone effects. Yeah.
So we're confused. Like if that game could have ended in a draw.
Oh, it wouldn't have ended in a draw.
I don't know if it's a May ability. You repeat this process until you do stuff. So, like, unless he has a way in hand at instant speed that he can exile the Emrakul.
It would have to.
It becomes a loop.
It would be infinite loop, and then they wouldn't let this. They wouldn't let that be a thing. I mean, that was the whole thing. Well, like, yeah, no, it definitely stops at some point. All right, so skip to my Lou. How does Painter work? So there's a card called Grindstone that one to put out is an artifact. You tap 3 mana, activate it, and if you reveal 2 cards of target player's library. If the 2 cards are the same color, then you repeat the process. And there's another card called Painter Servant. Painter Servant makes everything a color. All cards in the game are now whatever color that Bob names.
Oh, okay, so I was actually getting it wrong, which is why I haven't played Omni-Tell, so I don't actually know the nuances. So thanks you guys. They're saying Managoro in chat is talking about that the trigger for the shuffle ability doesn't happen until Grindstone is done resolving, as opposed to happening in between them. So it doesn't actually cause a loop. He just gets his deck back after he mills it completely.
And a shuffle effect.
Yes. So just go back on top. So we see an Aethersworn Canonist enter into play, or not?
Well, no,
he goes and finds.
Yeah. He exiled Timian Spirit Guide, played a Ancient Tomb.
I missed that entirely.
Cast the Deuter Spank and got a Aethersworn Canonist.
The German translation for Imperial Recruiter is the Deuter Spanka.
Yeah, Deuter Spank. That's right. I don't know. Is Tim still in chat? Tim can confirm. Tim is German. Duder Spank for Imperial Recruiter. I think that's right.
Es tut mir leid, Tim, aber Duder Spanker.
HC Fox, lands do take on the color from Painter. Yep, everything. Yeah. So, but there's a ponder from Kyle. Kyle's just going to pass the turn back. Let's see if Bob's got a... Bob does have a white source, and... Oh, what is that? What is that chick's name? The one that's...
Jaya Ballard.
Yeah, Jaya Ballard. There you go. I'm going to blow up some stuff. Ich
wohne in Deutschland.
I don't know what that means. So I'm in Deutschland or something?
I'm from Germany?
I have no idea.
My verbs I'm not really up on anymore.
Shame on you. You're supposed to be our resident German speaker. I didn't tell you that when you signed up for
I know
this.
Strassenbahn means trolley car.
Oh. All right, so Bob goes down to 16 trying to cast that Aethersworn Canonist. Kyle promptly Force of Wills it. Kyle's going to get a 19 from that Force of Will. Bob is at 16. And
gonna double fetch and probably see what we bring to class.
Well, he's got a show and tell, so he's definitely going to be doing something. So should be good. Should be good.
So it looks like he's just show and tell with a couple duresses, which
I mean,
I
imagine doesn't. I mean, he's got to have something to show and tell in, or else he wouldn't.
Oh,
show and tell.
Vonen is to live. Yeah. Gotcha.
Like, I live in Germany, which is
Ausgezeichnet.
That's what I guessed.
Ausgezeichnet.
That's what I guessed. All right, I feel good about myself. I don't know what the engineered explosives is for in Bob's hand.
It's for stuff and things.
Yeah, stuff and things. Sure.
I mean, it's just a way to blow up stuff.
Oh, well, there's an Enter into the Infinite, so Kyle's just winning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unless he... Yeah, he can't cast the Red Elemental Blast, so Kyle Hauptmann gets out of the danger zone and...
Gets there.
Wins round one.
All right, I'm going to bring you back to the booth. You want to go try to get another match on camera for us really quick? I'm going to do the whole spiel about when we stream.
Yep.
All that kind of fun stuff.
These stores are awesome.
But yeah. So, guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for everybody that's followed so far. Just to give you guys a heads up, we are back to our normal schedule, which means Mondays, 7 o'clock Central Time. We will be having Legacy. Wednesdays, 7:30 Central Time, we will have Modern. Thursdays, 7:30 Central Time, we will have Legacy again. Mondays are brought to you by Chicagoland Games Dice Dojos. And Wednesday and Thursday brought to you by MTG Card Market. MTG Card Market has been doing giveaways. So please, if you guys liked the giveaways, go to MTG Card Market's Facebook. Their information's at the bottom of the page below the screen where all the info is. Please go there. Like their page. Tell them that you like the giveaways. Tell them that you want to see more giveaways so we can do more giveaways. That being said, Dojo is considering doing some different giveaways. Still talking with them. Still trying to figure it out. It's likely going to be like bigger, higher price cards, and it's going to be a slightly different format. So either way, guys, please get to their Facebook page, both Chicagoland Games, Dice Dojo, and MTG Card Market. Let them know that you guys want the giveaways, that you like the giveaways, that you guys are watching, all that kind of fun stuff. Gives me a little bit more bargaining power, and then gets you guys more cards. That being said, please like our own Facebook page. We post a lot of the deck lists that you guys ask for there. Check out our YouTube page. We post all of the streams that we have on our YouTube page, generally within a day or two. So you get to watch us, well, actually you get to skip all of the random shit that we talk about in between matches, which is nice, unless you like it, because I like to hear myself talk, so whatever. And then, yeah, so it's good there. Twitter, I say funny things on occasion. Either Twitter or Facebook, both good places to get information if the stream's running a little late, if we're going to do a special stream, all that kind of fun stuff. Or you can yell at us, tell us what you like, tell us what you didn't like there. It's all good. So either way, guys, no matter what, thank you again for watching. Thank you again for following everybody that did today. And yeah, so we should be getting, are we getting into the match? Another match?
Everybody's in game 3 or done.
Really?
This is a very quick round. I did notice. I did talk to the guy who's playing land playing lands.
Yep.
He looks like he was definitely on the red-green version, and he won. So he's also.
All right.
So he won too.
So
if people want to see lands, we could definitely do that.
Lands won against who? Nick Hess? No, he won against Spencer. All right. So I wonder who won. All right. So we'll try to figure this out. Do we know who? Do we want to do?
Who won between David and Gleischer or Zinni and Gleischer? They were still playing.
They were still playing.
So there's like 2 matches that are still playing, but they're game 3. So this was people got done with their rounds fast. Or their games fast this round.
Who is Patrick Warburton? I'm gonna look this up. Patrick Warburton. Wow. All right, there we go. Hold on. I don't know. I've gotten that I sound like a lot of different people. So let's look it up. Let's look at
Square-jawed beefcake.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Crunk. Oh yeah, the
Crunk.
guy.
Crunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Emperor's New Groove. Crunk. Yeah, I will gladly. Oh, and he's Joe Swanson. Yep, I'll take it. I will gladly be compared to that gentleman.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. No, we still have 2 more rounds. Oh my God, I've been terrible about doing all of this stuff.
Colin and Greg are actually on game 2, and as soon as they finish that game, to go to game
Oh, they are?
I'll move them over.
Okay, thanks guys.
So we're currently in round
Chuck.
2.
Hey Chuck. Oh, never mind.
What's up?
Never mind.
All right.
I like you, Chuck. Thank you. Thanks for being judge.
So
I totally forgot we answered our question about the Emrakul.
All I know is I have a pair of. All right, cool. I'm just looking through chat really quick, make sure that. Ask Kyle about Emrakul. Actually, you want to go run up and do that really quick?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Get to run around more.
I appreciate it.
Basement's full.
I know. It gets you up into the warmth.
I'm gonna put the.
It's good. I try. I have no idea. No idea. Sweet looking pile of stuff behind us. Yeah, we're in Dice Dojo's stock room. So this is a lot of their goodies that they're just kind of leaving around. You know, they let me wheel a giant suitcase in here every week. So take that as you will. And then more matches. Good. I'm scared I'd have to go to sleep for a second time there. Yep. Nope. Yep. We're gonna be good. More matches, guys. I can't unhear it now. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, whatever. I'll take it. Again, take it. Lands guy just soiled himself. He'll be back soon. I mean, the best of ways. Who was on stream first round? We had Maverick versus 4-Color Pod. Great. It went 3 games, went all the way to time. Great match. Lots of interesting stuff happened. Actually, or did it go to 3? No, I think it just went to, maybe it was only 2, and it went to time. Moral of the story is GTA's very good. GTA very, very good. And then what's up next? Devlock, we're going to get, I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. I think we're going to get a Death and Taxes versus, if they go to a game 3, Death and Taxes versus Colin are going to be moving on to camera. We're going to see it. Yeah, all right, so Frank, there we go.
Okay.
And in a related story to your suitcase, there have been a string of unsolved disappearances in the Chicago metro area. Plead the 5th. All right. So what did Kyle say?
He said he totally forgot about the Emrakul trigger.
All right.
And so when he when he forgot, that made Bob Agra not sideboard in the rest in peace that were in his sideboard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, to be fair, Bob probably should have brought this up. Regardless, yeah.
Oh well.
So you haven't seen any.
Damn, it's cold.
You haven't seen any bodies in my suitcase, have you?
I don't think it's. Can we fit?
I don't know. I made.
You can fit some babies in there.
I went to the smaller suitcase. Maybe the bigger one that I had. You could probably fit an adult in there.
All right.
But this one, you could fit like an 8-year-old. You could totally fit an 8-year-old.
How old of a kid can we fit in?
Like a small 8-year-old. I don't know. Yeah.
A non-growth spurt 8-year-old.
Yeah. Somebody that hasn't hit GTA.
I don't know.
Somebody that hasn't hit GTA. I look at chat and I read GTA. Somebody that hasn't hit puberty. That's what I was going for.
There's probably like so one of the things I did in college was I taught ballroom dancing. Fun fact. And there was a pair of twins. You
taught ballroom dancing?
I was the teaching assistant for the ballroom and folk dance course at my college.
All right.
So So we had this pair of cheerleaders who were like 5 foot, which were perfect for whenever you're doing stuff within like swing dancing. You're called lifts whenever you move when you move the other person when the guy is throwing the girl around.
Yeah.
And so we had these like 5 foot, 90-pound twins that were involved in the program. We could just throw them everywhere. So like they were just sort of like the flying test dummies.
I do that with normal people.
Yeah. Well, you probably could.
Yeah, that's the benefit of being.
But they could probably fit, like both of them could probably fit in that suitcase. They were like so tiny and flexible. That's just this. So you could put like 2 small women in there.
All right, fair enough.
So you could slowly build a harem over time. If you're just like running around town, collecting small women, putting them in a suitcase.
All right. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere about goats, I think, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone. EPOA, making sense here. Solidarity is high tide, but high tide is not solidarity.
Right, because high tide is a card.
Well,
if someone was referring to playing high tide, referring to spiral high tide, yes.
Yes, with
the
candelabras and
high tide deck. Yeah.
Not going off in the instant.
Yes.
The instant.
In response to death, kill you. Which is like they've got the GT stabbed into your like lung area, and you're like,
you die first. Yeah, sure, but only because reset is far cheaper than candelabra.
I don't know, and the resident high tide player, Feline Longmore, on the SCG Opens has done terribly with the reset version.
Feline? I thought it was
feline.
I thought it was feline. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I don't.
Feline Longmore.
I don't know if she named herself after a cat or something, but so Miss Longmore is just getting around the issue entirely. But she's not done well with reset, mainly because she's been learning it, because it's like
it's still a different deck than high tide.
Well, yeah. So circa 2007, 2006, Solidarity was the hardest deck to play in Legacy.
Yeah.
Before Doomsday was really a thing, Solidarity was by far the hardest deck to play.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, high tide's still a hell of a hard deck to play. Yeah. So I mean, if anybody's going to master the,
I thought that was like a baby bottle thing.
It is a baby bottle.
Well, like the top of it.
Yeah. That's Daddy's go-go juice. That's what makes me feel young again. Makes me feel alive.
Young again.
Wait, Jola set? I know Mr. Ryan Bogner got confirmation at the Bogner at the holiday party.
It is on the internet for everyone to know.
Yeah. Bogner. Actually, no, I'm not uploading that. I did not upload that stream. It's just a shit show.
So it's gonna die in like a week.
Yep. It looks like they're going to Game 3. I have to imagine they're getting a tiny bit of a time extension. So we're gonna go ahead and take our pretty faces off camera.
There's a match.
That man with that great scarf. You guys know him. You guys might love him.
He's a scumbag.
He is a little bit. All right, so we got Colin
Bianchi.
Yeah, I never remember how to spell his last name.
Bian.
A-N-C-H-I. All right, and he is on. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and get Gregory Schaefer. There we go. Deck 1. He is on Reanimator.
Yep.
Animator. And Greg is on Death and Taxes. Okay. Sweet. Both these guys are there. I have to imagine there's probably about a 3-minute time extension, so I'm going to go ahead and put them... We'll put them up to 15 because we probably started a little early. We'll figure it out. Nothing else, Chuck will come down and yell at us.
Give us the business.
The business end, possibly.
Yes. The information to do the business.
Let's see.
So I'm pretty sure Colin is playing a rather stock blue-black Reanimator list.
Is he?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I spoke with Schaefer at the end of last week about some of the changes he was making. I'm completely blanking on them.
Yep. And Steel Pillow, it is not 2 Fs. It is 1 F. Because...
He's not Schaffer?
Yeah. No, I mean, Schaefer is still... It can be done with 2 Fs, but it's definitely... just the tip of the business end. Sometimes you're giving it. But no, it's definitely just 1F for Mr. Schaefer. So, all right, this is good. These guys are not undefeated. I believe they. Let's get that updated.
Where's the other one?
That's somewhere. But
in between your legs.
Yep. Well, I would not reach down there.
I'm not reaching there.
Yeah. Maybe after a few more streams, get to know each other a little better. Though you did give me Almond Roca, so which is pretty good. Still got a giant bag of that. I gotta bring that Thursday and unload it to the masses.
It is a tasty thing.
Oh, it's good. It's dangerous though.
It is dangerous.
Shit's like one piece is like 100 calories. I'm watching my figure, my girlish figure. All right.
It does take
two bacon cheese. 2 bacon cheese. That's a reference. If anybody gets it.
I don't get it.
Yeah. We're gonna be good. So Greg gonna lead off with a Cavern Assault. I'm gonna have to imagine naming human more than likely. And let's see. And a Caracas. Caracas seems good. There's an Entomb by Colin. And
he can just go get something that's not legendary.
Yep. And I wonder if Greg's got a Containment Priest in hand. And he does. He does have a Containment Priest in hand.
Ooh.
So he's looking for something uncounterable and he can get it. So Colin has to know that there's something up at this point. Greg hasn't done anything at all.
So hopefully he's sniffing that out. But
what?
Ooh, a Pithing Needle. I think it does a whole lot, but he's just gonna go straight. But in response, he's gonna cast Containment Priest.
Yep, can't. It's naming human.
So he just Gregory just got to see a Forcible for free.
That's gonna suck. Is that a may or a has to? So now we're gonna get a judge call.
So is this like searching your library where you can like fail to find?
Yeah, I don't know if you can though.
So this is an interesting judge question.
Yeah, we're gonna see. So they're calling Judge over.
You see the arms waving. They're just yelling "Chuck" loudly.
This shit smoked a. Wait, what? Oh, okay. All right. His brew is Junior Bacon Cheese. All right, there we go.
So it has to come into play, and it's been removed. So he's gonna lose some life. Is it a? What's his power and toughness? Because he's gonna lose that life.
Yep, I believe it's 8. No, it's converted mana cost. Yeah.
Oh, it's converted mana cost.
And I believe Tidebound Byron is 8. I could be wrong. You want to look up the exactsties. And we'll get there. We'll get there shortly.
So Tidebound is 8, and it's a 5/5, and
so it is 8.
Reanimate gets.
Yep. Nope, it's converted mana cost. So Colin's going to be down to 10, 8 from Reanimate, and then 2 from the Containment Priest. Thalia is going to join the party. Croc is still left up. This is not looking particularly pretty for Mr. Colin. I have to imagine that let's see. Yep, name it Caracas, so we'll go ahead and get that up there. Caracas.
Caracas has some flavor text from Emily Dickinson on it, in fact.
Does it really?
Yes.
All right. Either way, he's going to take another 4 damage here. That's going to put him down to 6. And this is looking to be a very quick game.
6 to 19. You got
yep.
that right? All right.
6 to 19? Where's the 1 point of damage from Greg? Oh, sorry, Horizon Canopy.
Oh, yeah,
all right. Missed that. Okay, cool.
So the judge called, like, so you
they
can't.
Were just confirming that he loses a life.
Well, no, but you can't fail to find in a graveyard with Reanimate?
Reanimate targets.
Yeah,
targets?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're thinking
Exhume. Okay.
Okay, and so there's a Mangara. Colin's gonna pay 2 for that Brainstorm, end of turn. Let's finding nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Colin's not gonna have
Yeah, he really needs
anything.
He really needs to find a Toxic Deluge if he has it, but he doesn't. And he said he has a handshake.
Yep.
And
Wolf Nuts, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Greg,
but is this? But sir, sir or madam, you're gonna have to identify. Are you talking about like, your name is Wolf Nuts and like your jersey number is 16? Are you talking about like 16 pairs of?
No,
Wolf
I think
Nuts?
it's just 16 pairs of Wolf Nuts. Because that's
or just 16 Wolf Nuts, like 8 pairs of Wolf Nuts. Or is it 16 pairs?
16 pairs. I don't know. I like it. I like 16 pairs of wolf nuts. Which would also cause me to exhale and panic, which I also appreciate following. That's so that was good. It was a good lineup. I like that. Thank you, Exhale Panic, for following at that exact time, so that I could. That was a nice little layup. So we're gonna bring it back to the booth.
Again.
What do we? I don't know.
So if you guys are in favor of Lands being on camera, let your voices be heard.
You want Lands to be on camera. Lands is miserable to watch. Always. Just always, unless they're like, unless crazy things are happening. It's almost never fun.
Well, it's a prison deck, so it's fun to play and have your opponent do nothing and
concede
out of pure misery.
But Mud does that, and then there's like you get a 6/6 lifelink, like
I get a 20/20.
And I get to go infinite. Yeah, you get a 20/20 after like 14 turns of going like
or on turn 2.
Yeah,
Bloodbath 8642. Thank you for the follow.
Yes, thank you. Oh, you used to work on F-16s in the Air Force. Oh, that works.
Very cool. A-10s are pretty awesome airplanes too, Managoro, but also F-16s. That's pretty neat.
All right, so I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna go see if maybe we'll get that Just Guy Stoneblade deck. If it won, if not, I'm gonna pick somebody random. So I'll be right back. I'll let you talk about something even prettier than you talked about last time.
So the other guy. So maybe Bloodbath is prettier than the last guy who followed when we were doing this. I don't know. I don't know. How do you guys like my hat? That's my question. This is a 2-headed giant hat that I won like when 2-headed giant was first announced as a format. What do you call a green-blue deck? Simic, maybe? Or blue-green, like blue-green madness, I guess. So we got some veterans and families of veterans in the chat. So we're talking about cool stuff of when people served. Trash. Hey, blue-green decks aren't too terribly bad. It was blue-green madness that got Survival of the Fittest banned in Legacy. So, yeah, Intelligent Man. Thank you for the compliment about the hat. The hat is pretty. We'll say that. It makes it so like my eyebrows disappear. You guys can't even see my eyebrows. I have really, really blonde hair, and so like you can barely see that I actually have eyebrows, but I do in fact have them, which makes me different than Schaefer. All you people who think we're the same person.
No,
not.
You are Schaefer.
How can Schaefer be on the camera and I'm here? How does that work? This is a break in the space-time continuum.
Omnipresent. We talked about this earlier.
We haven't entered the infinite. Oh my god. Oh.
Schaefer is 1-1 right now. And guys, we're gonna get Shardless BUG versus Lands.
Woo!
I wanted to get Just Guy Blade on there, but the pilot of Just Guy Blade left early. He did not win his round, so then he was a draw and a loss. So then he had to win out. I think it was a little bit of a premature concession because if he won out, he probably would have gotten third.
With 9 people?
Yeah, I think he would have been fine.
Yeah, with a draw and a loss, I think he'd be okay.
Uh-oh.
So we still have...
All right, you keep talking. They unplugged them.
All right.
They unplugged it.
So I'm going to go back to the booth. You guys going to see my face. You're knocking shit.
Uncheck match.
So we're taking that off. Okay, guys. So we're not going to do Sultai shit. We're not going to do that. We don't do any of the new names. Mark is not a fan of that. So we're going to say Shardless BUG.
All right, recheck match. Let's see if it's up.
All right.
I really don't want to have to restart the stream.
1, 2, 3, clear.
Ha! Good.
We resuscitated. So
right.
let's get the names and people. I actually don't know how this match goes terribly well. Shardless BUG is a deck that's known for not having many basics, or it can be built in a way that doesn't have many basics. And so, in that sense, Lands is a really favored favorite deck in that sense if it's able to draw some wastelands and just lock him out of having lands. But it's also a deck that's super grindy and has a lot of ways of gaining card advantage. And if it's able to stick a Deathrite and protect it, you know, he's able to do some work in order to slow Matt down. Not knowing if he prefers Matt or Matthew, but he, from what I saw, he is running the red-green version with some mana bonds. Normally you run 2.
I think he prefers Seckle.
Just be Seckle.
Yeah, if I had to guess.
Makes me think he's a lizard.
Maybe he is a lizard. Maybe he isn't.
Maybe he's a lizard man.
I'll give him a lizard man.
Maybe he's like the doctor in Spider-Man when he becomes a lizard man when he's angry.
Yeah, but why? How did you get lizard out of Seckle?
Seckle?
Why? How is that lizard related, like, at all? Actually, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I'm questioning how you even
Seckle,
got that.
like, it made me think of
like honeysuckle, like a flower. I can get a flower out of that.
Like, I'm not very Harry Potter, but it made me think of the name Slytherin.
Yeah.
And so that made me think of, like, amphibians, and then, like, I just went with lizard.
Did you say Shardless Sultai?
I did not.
Did you say that? Okay.
People in the chat did. I was defending you, Mark. Why are you blaming me? We were supposed to be on the same team.
Still, fuck you, Andrew. I don't know why, but that's what's happening right now. Either way, Seckle's going down to 19.
Yes, getting the Taigas. And we'll see what he gets to do. Looks like Zinni did not keep a hand with permission in it. So if he's able to drop an Exploration or a Mana Bond, and he's got the Exploration, so he's going to have some acceleration. Looks like he's got a Mazavith, Grove of the Burn Rolls, and a Rich Import, so he can...
I think you just go Grove
I think you play a Grove, you discard the Mazavith to the Mox.
No, if you played Rich Import, I could see you doing that. But here, I think you want the Maze. I don't know.
Eventually, you can get the Maze back, but you have a Punishing Fire, so you can next turn play the Port and be able to Punishing Fire and recur whatever he plays.
Fair enough.
That's the at least that's the idea at this point.
Did you answer Wolf Nuts?
I have no idea. What the question
yes, is. I carry the gear from store to store, and that is what happens. So
he's a burly man.
I do. I am.
He does.
We stream from multiple stores. So we see a cycle. Off of, what the hell is the green
Tranquil
cycle?
Thicket.
Tranquil Thicket. There we go.
Yep. Just going to play his lands into play, like you do. And if he's smart, he'll be able to just end a turn, just kind of plink him, or he's just going to port instead.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
And then...
so Zinni's probably really unhappy that this is the matchup that he's...
Yeah, no, he did not seem pleased when he was upstairs.
I've... The last few times I've played him with lands, I have beaten him. Yeah. And this is a deck that's far worse to go up against lands, because at least the other times he's had basics.
Sure. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I do agree that lands probably has the upper hand. And there was something. Don't mind the sound. It just sounds like people in the suitcase are making noise. No, they're not. They're not making any noise. It's soundproof. And what were we gonna?
They're still recovering from the chloroform, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, they're not. There's no recovering. There's the Mazavith.
So he's got a second maze. Or that's the second maze.
So
he's gonna send him up to 21 to get the Punishing Fire back in hand. I guess he.
Oh, and he
shot him once, so he's at 19.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Zinni. All right, so Zinni now has the Abrupt Decay. I don't know if that does a whole lot.
I mean, he can kill the Exploration, which will stop Seckle from doing any terrible shenanigans.
Sure.
I think you just hate this because the life totals change so very much.
I mean, that's part of it, sure. But so Shardless is a reference to Shardless Agent, which is a card that cascades. Cascade is when you cast it, you reveal cards on the top of your deck until you find a card of a less converted mana cost than the one that you just cast, and then you basically get both of those spells. So Zinni
does have some basics, so that's very good.
Greedy. But I like it.
necessary in this matchup. Yeah, it's called Shardless in part. Like, it becomes this ultra value deck where it's not able to run things like Spell Pierce because of the Cascade mechanic. Because you can't just, like, you don't want to Cascade into Spell Pierce and there's nothing to do. So it runs things like Abrupt Decay and Tormod's Crypt. He's going to go probably get Life from the Loam with the Gamble here.
Well, Gamble is now Entomb.
Yes.
So...
It is Entomb, but it sometimes puts it in your hand or something else.
Well, no, well, yeah, Gamble, you take it into your hand and then
discard a card
at random, yeah. But with no cards in hand, shit is what it is. Support down there, Rishid Port, it is 2014, and we are seeing Shardless BUG. Fun little facts. Yeah.
I do not know if he's running any Delve cards.
I doubt it, because he still runs Tarmogoyf and a bunch of other things. So here's a Shardless agent.
Boom,
and there's a Goyf. So did he get that Goyf die?
Use it. Oh. Use it, Zenny.
Go get it. I made that Goyf die.
Is it up there?
It is 2000. Yes.
Okay.
It is 2014.
It is 2015.
I first thought it was 2015.
There it is. Boom. 4/5.
All right. Sweet. Look at that penmanship.
Land, instant, sorcery.
I live in the past, everyone. All right. For me, it hasn't. I've still got a day. It's perpetually New Year's Eve. Chat just calling me out. Quiet. Like I like all the people that are like tuning in now. They're like actually posting something. They've been quiet the entire time, but they're like, this fucker just said it was 2014.
We're still in the month of January. You can't be too mad at people. So he's getting Tranquil Thicket, Maze of Ith, and a fetch land. Presumably to get his basic out.
It is always... Anybody that saw our New Year's Eve stream, especially towards the end when I was just basically yelling at the camera, yes, it is always New Year's Eve for me. Buy a bunch of zombie tokens in preparation for Philly? I don't...
I mean,
was it
I'm always...
It's a DC thing?
No, he's probably playing Dredge.
Oh. I
think you should always be comfortable and happy with your tokens. Whatever, like, I think you should always supply tokens for your deck if you create tokens, and you should be happy with the ones you use.
Yep, like, I got a Pegasus and a Squirrel.
Yeah.
That's how I do. So here we're going to see a port down of one of the
Simio, the VOD on New Year's stream is on Twitch. It will not be around for long, so if you want to watch it, you need to watch it soon.
Yeah, is it on?
It's on Twitch. Yeah.
I don't know. It was a sloppy mess. It's not worth watching. It's not great. All right, so here the Visions is finally gonna resolve. So that'll be good. That's gonna be 3 cards in the hand for Anthony. And Anthony's got a real clock. So I mean, like, yeah, one of them.
Well, a clock, but also
actually no, because so Punishing Fire takes care of the Shardless Agent, Maze of Ith takes care of Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not that great. So never mind. So, all right.
I mean, he has Punishing Fire online because otherwise, the Jace is a really strong card against lands.
But if he's plusing every time, okay, I guess then he just gains life.
Yeah.
So, all right, Suckle's going to go down to 17 here off the fetch. I imagine we're going to see the play that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Unless there's some wastelands in his graveyard, I actually don't think I want to loam right now. For his draw step, I think you need to be drawing cards in order to get to the crop rotations to get Thesmond Sage Dark Depths.
Sure.
Or an extra exploration or something going. But he's just going to like roll the Jace out and hopefully plus it.
Yeah, let's... Isn't he having issues?
Jace is also another out to Merit Lage because it forces you to really do things at end of turn. Well, it just forces you to do that in turn. Not really. which you should do at all times. When I have a mistake of just doing it at inopportune times of making 2020s.
And so Zinni's going to Fate Seal himself, which I like because Matt is just going to... Sacco's just going to be able to dredge away like the top or anything else. So, yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. Zinni able to get rid of that land that was sitting on top. And so, yeah, we see just that right there. Only addresses one land. It doesn't really matter.
He's able to get an extra Burn Willow, though, which is not only another red source, but another form of life gain in order to recur his...
Well, he's got 2 other Burn Willows.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this should be interesting. All right, and we're going to see a cycle, which...
is going to dredge again.
All right.
So he seems like he's really digging for...
3.
There's a Dark Depths. So now we just need a Thespian stage.
Yeah, either way, they're going to have to... They need to probably play a little faster if they want to actually get some shit done. There's another Life of them. All right, so we're going to see probably Dark Depths, maybe the Maze? Maze and Chicagoland?
I think that's the only... Yeah, there's a fetch land which doesn't get anything at this point.
All right. Island Swamp.
So at this point, like, this is sort of a race of... I mean, Zinni should be plussing Jace every turn.
Yep.
And it's going to force Matt to use giving Zinni life in order to keep it down. Yeah. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because it sounds like there's always, like, if Zinni is able to get above 20 from all this nonsense.
Yeah.
If he's not able to find a Thespian stage fast enough.
Yeah, and Anthony's got just a whole bunch of dead cards in his hand. He's got a Disfigure, another Abrupt Decay. He does have another Tarmogoyf, which is very real. I mean, Tarmogoyf's a 6/7 right now.
Yeah, it's a realistic threat, and he's brainstorming with him. Interesting.
I mean, I guess Jace could be dead next turn if Matt takes his entire turn to try to deal with the Jace.
Yeah, if he goes Punishing Fire.
Yeah, any turn to Punishing Fire, and then Punishing Fire. So,
what does it look like? He has, I think he had 1 in his hand, so yes, he can.
So I guess he can decay that Mox. Does that do a lot? I'm not quite sure.
Well, now he also has he's drawn a Wasteland, so that forces Zekel to now also have a Wasteland himself in order to take it out before he tries to do the combo.
Yeah.
And he plays the other Tarmogoyf.
And
like we thought.
I wonder if we'll see this Deathrite Shaman come down as well.
Yep. That's an important card.
Derp, I might play Thursday. Don't know if I'll play Mud or not. And we had Mud on we had Mud last Monday. Go watch the stream. Yep. He actually did pretty well. I think he went 3-1. So good for him. He was playing my deck. It was an old list that I have not updated, but Mud in Legacy is a colorless artifacts deck, and then but Mud in Vintage is what mono blue something, mono blue Devotion in Vintage or something.
What? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Mud?
Yes. 100%.
Mud stands. It's same thing. Mud
no,
stands,
that's Shops. Shops is Vintage.
They use it interchangeably.
Yeah.
Like, people will.
Yeah. Oh, mono blue deck. Yeah. Eppo's got it correct. Yeah. Either way, we're gonna see.
Maybe in Standard, there's not like a mono. There's not a blue Devotion deck in Vintage.
No, mono blue deck in Vintage. Yes, there was. There used to be, and that's what it stood for.
What?
Mud before. Yeah, because Mud wasn't a thing until the latest Return of Mirrodin with.
Right, but Devotion wasn't a thing since.
Yeah, but that's it's mono blue deck, not Devotion.
Oh,
I misspoke. Yes, that's why I was repeating. Black.
Yeah, I
Blacko
guess so.
Magi, thank you for following.
Yeah, that's Muck. That's not Mud. That's mono blue control. It's not. It's not Mud. It's Muck.
And
thank you, Supreme Pineapple, for clarifying that.
All right,
yeah,
so now there's 2. I don't know if it's Muck. I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Either way, they're now Zinni's life total might be higher. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's higher. 17, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Unless he's punching fire at his face. So maybe let's get a confirmation.
You want to run up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because maybe Seckle at this point is maybe just trying to burn him out before
do whatever they can.
Happen.
So many birds. Thank you for following. Much, much, much appreciated. We'll figure this out. So muck was vintage, not mud. Okay. All right. Well, definitely willing to be corrected when wrong. So, brainstorming again. So there's that disfigure. Which I guess Zinni honestly is just holding on to the disfigure now to make it so that it's not a lethal swing whenever Seckle gets it.
Seckle's at 17.
Yep.
Zinni's at 18.
Zinni's at 18?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Jimanjio, thank you for following. And that's what I was just saying. Like, so I think Zinni is holding on to the disfigure now, if nothing else, for having to be able to -2 the Merit Liege. But Seckle's gonna take 6 now. So Seckle going down to 11. Was able to wasteland one of the Mazaviths, putting that behind. There is a Deathrite Shaman. So let's see. Matthew has a far bigger beard than I do. So, and I can't grow mine that long because then I stop taking care of it and my wife gets angry at me. But here's interesting. Here's another Punishing Fire from Seckle. Gonna take care of that. Yeah. All right. Deathrite. Or he thought. Zinni thought about Force of Willing. It looked like. So. I don't know. Would have been interesting.
So you should probably play the second maze or the third maze at this point. And Zinni would be really happy to draw another wasteland.
Yeah.
He's drawn all of his, or he's drawn 3.
He's got a lot of mazes right now.
He might, like most versions, either run 3 or 4 Mazaviths.
Yep.
You sometimes run 3 if you're expecting less creature-based, like sort of the swarm-based decks.
Yeah.
Creatures. But
yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I'm still.
I only run 3.
I think Seckle's only running 3.
Yeah.
So at least he's seen all 3. I keep forgetting that Derp is actually my wife. It's a long story, but yeah. No, either way.
What, Dr. Derp?
Yeah, Dr. Derp apparently. We were joking about that.
The second wife. Your Utah native second wife.
Mangaruru. I run 4 wastelands currently in my build.
That is a Mutavault. Interesting. He also dropped in a Glacial Chasm, so unfortunately he doesn't have an exploration in play to kind of do fancy stuff with it.
Yeah.
But he could just... Ooh, wait. Oh.
There's a Mana Bond. All right.
Interesting.
So he's only got lands in hand. Or no, that's going to get Force of Will.
Force, yeah. That's a must force at this point when he drops 5 land in play.
Yeah. Yeah. When he knows that his entire hand is basically that. So, and then we're going to see a Wasteland come out.
I don't necessarily like that right now. Like, you're not cutting him off of much of anything since he has those colors.
Yeah.
And you need to keep the Wastelands around for either for Zinni's Waste or Caracas. But he's just going to get them back, so that's fine, but it's at this point of the game you're not really keeping Zinni off of anything, so it's better to just kind of have them there waiting.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I don't know.
But at this point, like, Zinni needs to just pressure Seckle by plussing Jace every turn in order to force all of the Punishing Fires to go that way.
There's an Abrupt Decay. Zinni not going to cast that.
Chooses not to, because the only legal targets are
his
Shardless Agent or his Tarmogoyf.
Yep, and that's exactly what Zinni's doing.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, he's taking Jace up.
Yep.
He's just fate sealing himself. Again, there's very little point in fate sealing Sekle. There's a question in chat. Mangaro, you're running 2 Wastelands right now. I don't know. I'm fine running 0. I might be going back to running a 0. But we'll see. So, Zinni going to go up to 19 here. Which is actually really interesting because with that Disfigure in hand, that means that Zinni's not dead to a Merit Liege. So, should be interesting.
Or does he just go up to 18?
I
thought he just tapped 1.
Ipoa, good night, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much, much, much appreciated. They're going to bed. And then they said something in German. Guten Nagen. Oh, good night.
Guten Nacht is good night.
Guten Nagen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I think it's Guggen Nagen. I think it's Guggen Nagen. I don't know. There's a pair of...
There's a thespian stage.
Yep. And we know the Dark Depth is already in hand.
Yep.
There's a family of Germans living in my mother-in-law's house right now.
Ooh.
Fun fact. Fun fact.
Alles gut, ja?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're saying. I'll get Lisa. Lisa will translate for me. I'll tell her to pop on stream. But like Lisa, we got people in German. They write in German.
People in German.
They got people in German. It works.
So Sekle having to discard lands in order to go down to hand size.
Yep. And then Intelligent Man, I appreciate you too.
Yeah, you've
no,
been fun.
Andrew doesn't appreciate you. Don't listen to him.
Stop trying to put words in my mouth, Mark.
Just saying. Getting noggin, getting gooden. All right. I have Lisa laughs whenever I make funny jokes about that. So there's 2 points of damage going to...
No, he's targeting...
Yeah, going to Jace.
Jace, and he's going to hard cast Force of Will.
All right, so...
So he's going to go up to... I think...
No, Zinni's going to get it on 19.
He was targeting... He was targeting Jace... Oh, yeah,
He Force of Willed it.
He hard cast.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He hard cast Force of Will.
Oh, so he actually hard casted both of those Force of Wills? So Zinni's at 250 life. Is the moral of the story. He's actually at 20. Sorry, my mistake. And there's another Force. All right, this one he's not hard casting. All right, yeah. So 19. Down to 19. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the really hard thing about Jace for lands is that without any sort of... Okay, so this is really going to be close. So this is where the Disfigurers are really going to come into play.
But he doesn't have the Disfigure anymore. He shoveled it away. Oh, but there's a dig through time. That could be very, very, very big.
Uh-huh. He's going to have to go searching for those Disfigures because right now Jace can Fate Seal to go up to 13 to be able to ultimate next turn, but he may not have that next turn.
Yeah.
So he's going to go up to 13. He can hopefully Fate Seal himself so he can dig a card deeper.
And Whiteface, I'm glad that you appreciate that I appreciate you. Or are you talking to a intelligent man? Either way. You said The
Intelli Gentleman?
Nah, intelligent man. I'm going to keep it like that. It's fun little nicknames.
You have to realize, sir, that we just butcher everybody's name and it sticks. So don't you worry about a thing. So every little thing is gonna be alright.
Get it there.
So we're gonna dig. It's on the stack. Zinni's riffling his graveyard, trying to figure out what he's actually doing. Sekle's asking a question about being a lizard. He's gonna
still don't understand that.
Create Merit Liege, who's a box of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Box of dice.
Box of dice.
Trey
sure.
Tyson. Thank you for following.
Very much so.
Trey almost.
Oh. All right, so this is really, depending on where Merit Liege swings, this is huge because he just got a Toxic Deluge. He just found a Toxic Deluge. So
Whiteface using Jason was a big mistake. Not really, because at the very least, Sekle just makes Merit Liege at end of turn, and Jace can't bounce it.
Well, not unless Zinni, because no, it's not because Zinni could find a Wasteland off of the dig through time, and then he plays the Wasteland, and then he's able to break up Seckle's combo.
So he's scooping.
Which is fine. I think Zinni's got a much better chance post board. Yeah, I mean, I honestly would have scooped a long time ago. Once I saw my opponent have 3 Mazaviths.
I don't know, like, because there was a couple turns where he brainstormed, and he could have been plussing Jace. So he could have gotten to 13 well before he gets the Thespian stage and Dark Depths together and play.
Yep, I'm fine
so
with that.
When you get against lands, you have to be plussing Jace. It's your biggest threat against them. So it forces them to give you life, to put you out of range of Merit Lage. At least a swing of it.
Oh, Deluge is a sorcery. My mistake.
Yeah.
All right, so that's not
that too.
That's not nearly as interesting. Well, he could Deluge
so
for 20.
Zinni is reading Containment Priest and looking at it says
token.
Tokens.
Yeah.
No, it's non-token.
Or non-tokens. Yeah, that's
so
what
it does not
I'm
affect
saying.
Merit.
Tokens are good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's bringing in. It's hard to say. Melee Mage is okay because you can name Punishing Fire and save stuff. It looked like he had a Pithing Needle, which is good. The issue around Pithing Needle is that you have to name whatever Thespian stage is currently, and not Thespian stage itself.
Not unless there's no Thespian stage is out.
Right. If you just turn 1, name Thespian stage, you're fine.
Yeah.
But if Thespian stage is already out and you cast it, they can in response make a basic forest. Or if you have a basic in play, you can target a basic. It becomes a basic. Well, that doesn't really matter. With Pithing Needle, that only affects Wasteland because it becomes a basic.
And you know what? I want to have a fun deck on next round. So, because no matter what, we'll have seen whatever the top match is. So
we'll have already seen them.
I want Zoo. I want Zoo next round. That's what I want. If you guys are
the coddles running around,
if everybody is diametrically opposed to watching Zoo, let me know. Otherwise, I think that's what I'm going to put on. Just something nice and quick and easy and fun and exciting. Then that's kind of what I want.
I really miss Blue Zoo being a thing.
Oh, Blue Zoo. I remember watching a match at an open. The guy was playing Blue Zoo. He got Emrakul twice. And still managed to win. So go. Good for them because they were able to block. Yeah. They were able to have enough permanents out in the block with Delver. Well, the first Emrakul they took. Second one they were able to block with Delver and then rebuild and get them. So White Faces. Round 1 was 4-color Pod, which is he's very Nick Fitz-esque. He's got the Veteran Explorer. He's got the Reoccurring Nightmares. He's just kind of taken into slightly different route. I
mean, the core of Nitfic was Veteran Explorer and Cabal Therapy into value.
Yes.
And that value has changed into running the Birthing Pod, skeleton of the ladder of converted mana costs.
Yeah, White Faces, you can definitely check out the match on our YouTube channel. I'm going to do my best to have that up sometime tomorrow. So, should be all right there. So, he's not running Deed anymore. He used to run Deed, not anymore. The deck tech for that can be found. Oh, no. Damn. Yeah. Either way.
It's up there.
Ill Intent, thank you for the compliment. Much, much appreciated. And everybody that's followed tonight, thank you very much. We appreciate that as well. Helps us make a better case for getting partnered. There we go.
Yes.
That's what it's doing.
Go team. So we've got an exploration. So we got a Tropical Island Go from Zinni. And a Forest into Exploration into Taiga. And maybe even a Mox this turn to be able to show off a Punishing Fire.
Yep, and Ill Intent, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Malpheus, it is. We're watching some Legacy. It's great. Red Sox fan, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Yes,
Monday
as well.
Night Magic with Steve Madden. John Madden. John Madden, sorry.
Well, no, it could be Steve Madden. We're just designing some shoes. It'll be great. So it's like we just Steve Madden and John Madden both commentating
John Madden
a legacy,
wearing a pair of Steve Maddens.
Just commentating a legacy Magic the Gathering match. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I like it. I love it. Thank you for following. So we're going to see that gamble resolve. Looks like Punishing Fire is going to go in the yard. That might not have been a bad one. Did we see what he actually grabbed? I
want to say it was the Wasteland?
Yeah.
Because maybe he just... Or maybe it was a second Punishing Fire. I'm guessing a Wasteland.
But he's going to be able to get this... Okay, so this was an end-of-turn Brainstorm. Zinni's going to be able to get this Skoos in play, which is going to be huge. This... Scavenge Goose? No?
But he has another Punishing Fire in hand, so unless he has another way of protecting it, he's going to kill it before it grows. And the only way it's going to grow is through creatures in his own graveyard. So he said he's going to Abrupt Decay the Exploration, which I think is the more important card here.
That's fair.
Yep.
Instigator. Instant Gator. Is there an instant speed Gator? I don't know. I want to find this out. Thank you for following. Much appreciated. So there's going to be a Wasteland coming out. Getting rid of that Tropical Island. Tropical Island no more. Matthew Siegel going to play a... he's going to do some loaming. He's going to get some things back. We're probably going to see that Mox Diamond come into play now, too.
I think this is a perfect opportunity if Zinni has another green or black source. He has a Golgari Charm.
What? So we just had a username user pop into chat Seckles Beard. Kudos. You know.
All right.
I'll have to tell
Do
Seckle.
your thing.
So
he's going to be able to get rid of a Loam and a Punishing Fire if he chooses to use the Golgari Charm here. I think that's a valuable use of a Golgari Charm.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that's. I agree with you completely. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I'm sorry, I can't get rid of. Can't get.
We have a cloud flowing in.
Yeah, it's all right.
There's the Surprise Shark. I'm not sure about Instant Gator.
Yeah. I don't know. There's that Lagoif. What do we? Well, they'll be nice.
It is not a 7/8.
It could be. We don't know. So it's a 4/5.
You have to get.
See, I liked your play of just saying YOLO and doing the Golgari Charm. So.
What? Yeah. I mean.
What's the use of Charm? Because wait, does Golgari Charm get rid of a graveyard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of his modes is getting rid of a graveyard, I believe.
Yeah. Oh no! Regen creatures, destroy enchantment, or -1/-1. Oh, Rakdos Charm. Yeah, that's what.
Sorry, guys.
Damn it!
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. This is what I get for listening to you, Andrew.
Sorry.
Jeez, never again.
I got posed by Golgari Charm when I was playing Enchantress. That's probably why it's stuck in my mind, because creatures get -1/-1, gets around Shroud.
Yes. So and and it destroys enchantments.
Yeah.
So all your Enchantress effects gone, and then you draw another one and say, "Fuck your Sphere of Solitude or Solidarity or whatever the hell the card is."
You mean Solitary Confinement?
Solitary Confinement. There we go. Squave's still big. I agree. Mangaro, thank you. I am in no fault.
Guys, oh, wait.
All right. So, Seckle is going to fall down to 15 here from that Goyf hit and his
Guys, we're on the same team.
I don't know. I'm on
you stream monsters. You stream monsters. That's what you are.
I'm okay with this. Yeah, Zinni though getting he's gonna have to do something and not get wastelanded out of this game. So,
well, he's gonna have to find a maze fast, or
Seckle's gonna have to find a maze.
Yeah, or he wastelands him out and then drops Tabernacle, and it's like GG guy.
Yeah,
but
there was a Glacial Chasm I saw.
No, I think that was the Dark Depths.
No, there was a Glacial Chasm. He's already got it in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, he dredged it back last turn.
I see it.
Or loamed it back. I wonder if this is going up between the floorboards. That'd be great. Just smoke is rising from the basement. Yeah. I like it. Seckle's Beard. Thanks for really pulling hard for the win tonight. If I lose to anyone tonight, I'd be honored to lose to you, Team Zinni. All right. Yeah, this is good.
This is a good match. This is a tough one. And there goes the other Wasteland. So
teams, and apparently we have Team Zinni in the booth.
Oh Jesus, we do have a Team Zinni.
Jesus. So we have Speckles Beard and Team Zinni in chat. This is great.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. And so we do see Seckle play that Wasteland again. And Zinni's got nothing going on there, but Seckle's down to 11. And
cycle a Tranquil Thicket to... There's a maze. There's a maze. There's a crop rotation. So I think Kappa, he's okay. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, Kappa over 9,000. We do appreciate that follow.
9,000.
It's over 9,000. We're seeing Loam. Yeah.
Get maze, Tranquil.
Maze, Tranquil, Wasteland. Yep. So
we drop a maze here, hopefully.
Do we know how many Tabernacles Seckle's playing with?
You only play with one.
Okay.
There is not a need to play more than one.
Let's see. Seckle's Beard chiming in. Thinks he only has one. Thinks he only has one. I don't know. Is this cheating to some degree?
To have body parts of you in chat?
Yeah, to have body parts in chat watching stream while you're playing.
His beard is large enough that it is a body part.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. All right, so, but we are going to get to swing in for 4 again here. So we're going to go down to 7. I just think it's not going to be enough. Unless he's going to, unless he just draws has the mono Wasteland draw to get rid of the.
Yeah, if he draws 2 more Wastelands, then he's fine.
Yes,
but
he has to draw running Wastelands in order to get there,
he force of wills.
Seckle can't do anything.
The Loam back.
Oh, that's true.
At this point, but he doesn't have that.
Well, he's gonna have to have multiple force of wills because he can Loam twice. Oh, no, I guess not because it goes in the yard and then.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, Homerid, so much for better for Zinni after board. I mean, I don't know if it's still a rough matchup. Like if Zinni's able to have a turn 1 Deathrite and he's able to protect it, and be able to establish a threat and then win from there, then it's fine. Then it's like in his favor. But I don't know if he really was gunning for that. Like I think Deathrite is a card you have to really value highly. And if you don't see it in 7, I think might be worth going to 6 unless your hand is really bonkers, which it's only really bonkers if you have Deathrite.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely isn't over yet, which is what they're pointing out. I mean, this is gonna probably play this Wasteland. I mean, we're gonna see another dredge off that cycle from Life of Loam. Life of Loam's gonna be back in hand. He's gonna go ahead and cast that. Draw a card for the turn. Looks like was that a Manamorphose?
No, it was from the Vaults, Grove of the Burn Wolves.
Ah, okay. I was like, I was like, is that a foil promo Manamorphose? I'm about to lose my mind.
Gets the Mutavault, so we can start blocking just in case.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a little rough.
Getting double Tranquil Thickets to go twice as hard on the dredging.
Yeah.
He's just going to play the
There's
Wasteland.
the Wasteland.
Keep him just down to 1 permanent.
Zinni does have the lands. I mean, Zinni does have 3 lands to play, but it's just going to get Wastelanded every turn. Zinni really needs to find... Zinni needs to be able to play 2 lands in a turn. He needs to play, and one of those lands needs to be Wasteland.
I mean, what he needs to do is not be cracking the fetch land here, I think. He might be just wanting to brainstorm and do his next turn. He might have another fetch land in hand, but the key is just to be playing the fetch lands in order for him to have to waste you twice.
Yeah, I agree by not cracking the fetch land because he does have the Baleful Strix in hand.
Oh, he's gonna cruise. Okay.
All right, sure.
Well, that's
yeah, but
fine, but I think I don't know, there might have been a way for him to manage his draws differently.
Yeah.
Or his land drops differently.
And there's a question of whether Jin will ever be commentating again. If he's up for it, I invite him to commentate all the time. It's just a matter of whether or not he actually has time and is able to get in the booth. Yeah, let's see.
Life of the Loam. So that's good. So he's able to get 2 Loams going. I think he's just trying to find Thespian Stage at this point.
Yeah.
He still hasn't hit it, which is strange because I don't know if he's running 4. He should be running 4 Thespian Stage in this version.
Yeah, so Goif up to 6-7 though. Again, look at that master craftsmanship on that die. I mean, I don't know who made that die, but my God, the expert, the steady hand, the straight lines.
Well, there's a Thespian Stage.
All right, so this game is probably gonna be over relatively soon. I mean, so Matthew has to not wasteland this turn, but I think that's fine if you're moving to set up your combo. I don't know. That's just my idea. Whiteface agrees he's going to be cracking the fetches. Not a lot of people have experience against land. It's very uncommon. Boomchild is not actually uncommon in our meta. There's generally somebody playing lands every tournament we have.
That's me.
Not even, I mean, Matesh plays it a lot. There's several people that play it. Sekal plays it. There's several people that play lands. So in our meta, it's actually pretty common. Yeah.
I mean, it's also just like how you play against Wasteland. Like,
yeah, but not cracking effects. I mean, Wasteland, yeah.
I mean, so that's not different whether you're playing against lands
Yeah, it's like up until recently, Wasteland's always been a huge part of the meta, just in general. But recently, it's definitely taken a little bit more of a downturn. But yeah, so
strange when a meta gets worse for Wasteland, but gets better for Memory Lapse.
Yeah, there's a Liliana.
If he can. It doesn't help against Merit Lage, but it's one of those things where if he gets it out early enough and Sekal isn't able to kill it, he can just plus it until he can ultimate and then get rid of stuff.
It's only going down to 19, getting a nice basic land. Again, not going to matter too much because there's going to be a 2020 flying indestructible Leviathan on the table here in just a minute. Oh, Deathray Shaman. Okay, sure.
I don't know, it's more of like a Cthulhu-esque thing, judging by the picture, I guess.
No, I believe it's a Leviathan. I believe the actual token is a creature type Leviathan. I can look it up. I'll look it up really quick. Let's just do that.
I don't know if it has a creature type.
Everything has a creature type. Or you can. Jeez.
I think it's Avatar.
No, it's not an Avatar. All right, Dark Depths. It is a
black Avatar creature.
It is Avatar. All right. God damn it! Why would it be an Avatar? That doesn't even fucking make sense.
Because it's like a demigod.
Ugh.
It's like almost the ability of walking planes. Like Merit Lage can almost be a planeswalker, but it's not.
No. I mean, that's very different in the multiverse because I mean, the Eldrazi are the strongest beings, besides planeswalkers, and I mean, they're not. You have to have, I think, a soul to have a spark, or you have to be sentient. I don't know. I remember that there's something in the lore. In order to have a spark, you have to be something that's why demons can't have sparks, and why Ob-Nixilis is an interesting case. I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of lore. You gotta.
Yes.
Sometimes you get bored and you're on Wikipedia at work, or
you're reading about how they actually were able to trap the Eldrazi.
Yeah.
Their actual abilities, if you read them, are horrifying.
The Eldrazi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're absolutely horrifying.
Well, because they eat planes. That's why Zendikar has been fucked. So I guess actually they do jump plane to plane, don't they?
Yeah.
So the Eldrazi do. So I don't know what makes them. I guess they don't have a spark, but I don't know that they definitely do.
Oh, she can planeswalk. Okay, but she's not a. There's not like a planeswalker Merit Lage card.
Wait, Merit Lage can planeswalk?
but she's just stuck under ice for now.
Really?
We're learning so much, guys.
Right, I'll read about that tomorrow. That'll be good. What's the milling from? Or is this game over?
This is game over.
Is it?
He was trying to find a pithing needle.
Ah. Alright, I can't imagine there's any other things. I'm gonna go... We can kick this back to Booth. If you could reset this and talk about the prettiest thing that you can think of on your mind other than myself. So I'll be right back.
So the prettiest thing besides Mark that's coming to mind is... If anybody knows, since like he knows about North Carolina, I can ask him when he comes back, but one of the things that I like, one of the prettier places I've been to, I mean, mainly this is because of my childhood and sort of the nostalgia factor, but is Emerald Isle, North Carolina. It has really white sands and it's pretty darn gorgeous. It's one of the few places that was really awesome to go to. Handjob City. Handjob City is... I don't know if it's pretty, though. It sounds, like, grimy. It sounds like... It's sort of this, like... bad version of Amsterdam. Mangoro, Emerald Isle, yeah. If that's where your wife is from, or is she just from North Carolina? Ah, there's a space. We gotta get rid of the space, guys. Alright. Angels can't have demons. Angels and demons can't have sparks because they are artificial or something? Okay. Other characteristics of planeswalkers, but is not technically a... I don't think she's technically a planeswalker, but she does planeswalker-esque things. I guess this is what we're doing. Again, Whore Island, I don't know if that's actually a pretty place. It might be like a dirty, grimy, like you go there on a night where you're feeling lonely. But... You know, that's not necessarily what we're really going for.
My toes are so much warmer upstairs. All right, so guys, we've got we are gonna have Zoo on there. Oh, and it was Lands and Omni-Tell in the finals. They drew, so they won't be playing. So, here we go.
Getting the money. So what I talked about is the prettiest place, or the prettiest thing.
Prettiest thing.
I brought up Emerald Isle. Do you know about Emerald Isle?
I do know Emerald Isle. I've got a buddy. Oh, God, there's a buy. Shit. All right. Well, Zoo can't get on camera because I've got a buy.
What?
Let me find another match. There's a buy?
What, guys? Oh, a series of unfortunate events just occurred. Oh my god. Oh my genius. I was just picturing Whore Island. What if Handjob City is like the capital of Whore Island? Do we think about that, guys? Hey, Cook the Fourth. Nice seeing you again. Glad you're back. But what about like if we've had buys all rounds. We've been at odd numbers all night, Managoro. We just haven't been addressing people who've had buys. But is like Handjob City on Whore Island? That's what I want to know.
All right, Whiteface, you're getting your match.
Whatever you wanted, Whiteface, you get your match.
Yeah.
All your dreams will come true.
All right.
Let's watch Sue's Solitaire Kappa Face.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people have dropped. I didn't realize that. Oh, also, it's snowed about 4 inches since we've been down here.
Jesus.
So
I'm taking a cab home. Fuck it.
That's apparently why people have been dropping. Anyway, so we're getting Mr. Bob Agra and Mr. David Gleischer on camera again. So let me player 2 record.
Okay.
Bob is 1 and 2. Gleischer is 2 and 1.
So I don't know if... So it's going to be interesting to see how well David does in a combo matchup.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, David is a very good player, so I'm not particularly worried about
I do
him.
not doubt David's skills, but I'm curious to see how his deck does in a combo matchup. Granted, it's not a blue-based combo deck, but it is a combo deck nonetheless.
I mean, against normal combo, he does pretty well. I mean, Glen Alondra Archmage is a house. We're gonna go Tit Pod because I want to get just fun after that last match. That was just not good. Not good.
It was fun for me.
No, that was just miserable for anybody and everybody watching.
Yet you enjoy having like stasis on camera.
Well, because stasis is fun because Keranos comes down and like you win with Keranos and there's still like some sort of like interactions and stuff because like when stasis is gonna win, it wins pretty quickly because Ralph on the board and it's just like it's a matter of like 3 turns before they win. Lands, you're just like same thing with like Shardless BUG. I mean, it's just like, all right, well, let me answer your shit, and eventually I'll draw one of my 8 creatures and I'll win that way. And it's just like, if you're going to lock your opponent out of the game, lock him out of the game, and then swing with the Blightsteel, all right? Then you win, and it's over.
What if it's lock your opponent out of the game,
and this happens? No, this is turn 4. No, this is turn 4.
So what if you lock your opponent out of the game and then win repeatedly with hitting them with Magus of the Tabernacle? With playing stacks.
Maybe.
At some point, I do want to play stacks for these fine people.
Oh. All right, maybe. Jeez. I was going to go to sleep. It's almost 4 in the morning, but obviously
we love your dedication.
More fun. Thank you, Whiteface. Appreciate it. It's great too. Anything that dirtles and just
yes. My people. Yes.
That was perfect. That's exactly. Frustration, sadness. I don't know. Like I love playing prison decks, but I like playing
decks.
Or Prism, yeah, either way. No, but prison decks.
My deck's 5-color, guys.
But I like to actually like win. So like I'm all about like turn 1 Chalice on 1, saying fuck you. Turn 2 Trinisphere. Then turn 3 maybe even Tangle Wire. But then turn 4 I want like a Blightsteel. I want something broken, which is very possible. Copper Gnomes. Turn 4, like, assuming you played only solo lands, you could go. What could you do? You go
18 and dropped a Painter Servant, probably naming blue.
I would imagine naming blue, yeah. But no, turn 4 if you had all soul lands. Copper Gnomes, all right. Activate Copper Gnomes, put in Blightsteel Colossus, play Lightning Greaves off of the other 2 mana, equip swing, win. Bam. Bam, and your opponent hasn't been able to do anything. 11 at night, 500 words done in a 4,000 word term paper. Lego.
Is it due tomorrow? So many birds. That's the question.
You're fine. I wrote a 16-page single-space paper in a night, or 20-page, excuse me. I wrote 4 pages earlier in the day, and then I decided I needed to go buy a new car, and then I bought the car, got back home around 11 o'clock. And then wrote 16 more pages, and then was told that it was graduate level work. And I was like, you know what? I just rambled, and I did just some jibble jabble. It was about how Mitsubishi should expand their manufacturing and their product line in Brazil, as it was a expanding economy. But anyway,
okay.
So Bob's going to swing in for 1 here with the Painter Servant, almost daring David to block with the Renner Explorer, so they both could get a few lands. Didn't want to do that. David
Fuku says, "Yo, Mark, I got my Flusterstorm. Thanks, dog."
Yeah, not a problem. Fuku. My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad. Like you're actually the first person that's confirmed that
they received their good
they've actually received their
prize.
Their prize, yeah. So I appreciate that. Good.
You bet your ass is due tomorrow. So many birds. All right, get that caffeine flowing and get it.
Oh fuck! You couldn't do it because there's a Trinisphere out if in that line of play.
Oh yeah.
Trinisphere, which would all right. No, I know. Bad at life. All right. So David gonna get a. Oh, I thought I could see my breath here for a second. I don't know. It's verging on about that cold.
It's cold.
So, yeah.
We should have turned that fan on or that heater on.
I don't want to pop a fuse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has it been known to do that?
Yeah. That's we had that problem one of the streams. It cut off halfway because the bozos over there had an extension cord running over here. And then they had like 4 heaters on over there, and then popped the fuse, and then we lost stream midstream. I was not a happy camper. But that's it.
So this is a game where David has gotten a bunch of basic lands.
Yep.
He does do all white border lands, so whenever he's searching his deck, he just needs to find things that are white bordered, which often helps speed up. I mean, this is a concession towards having this deck that shuffles a lot. Like, you're able to get through and get done shuffling to save him time in rounds.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a very pro-level move by David Gleicher.
I have one Judge, Flusterstorm, 1 second, because I can one foil, one not. Alright, whatever. So, no phages.
Hashtag first world problems, Cook the Fourth.
What is, oh, yeah, no. It's judge more events, Cook. Judge more events. That's fine. That's all you gotta do.
I think Bob Aggro won that.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
Yeah, because the Enlightened Tutor put Grindstone on top. So, alright, well, that's a thing.
Looking at his sideboard, Revoker seems good. Rest in Peace seems really good.
Oh,
I don't know what that
Bob's
is.
Or?
Yeah.
Wait, that's the 2 red and a white enchantment that makes 1/1 tokens, and you make more every turn.
Legion?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems good too.
All right, that's fine.
That's a level card. Unless he has in his sideboard.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's interesting. And then David, I'm sure David's got a sideboard plan for this deck.
David's probably bringing his Force of Wills. He's probably bringing the extra Glenelyn to Archmage. Just off the top of my head. Probably taking out the Veteran Explorers.
I guess he's bringing...
Because it rams both players.
Sure.
Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know about the Glenelondras. Maybe.
I mean, it seems like a good card.
Yeah.
Siege Rhino, yeah, it's clunky. It's not fast enough. Takes out the
Sylvan Ranger. And he also took out the Edric.
Took out a Veteran Explorer. Taking out a Baleful Strix. So it seems like he's just like grabbing a little here and little there. Like is it too slow? It's too slow.
It's too slow. He must have brought in
or is
a
it
lot
Pontiff's
of
taking
stuff.
Out? Yeah, I mean, he has to make room for the 4 forces and stuff. There's probably other cards. I don't remember the whole of his...
Yeah, his board.
Yeah.
No. We could watch the deck tech while they're sideboarding. Just to see. Just to see. He's got to have enough... He's got to leave enough blue cards in. I don't know about taking that Shriek Maw out, in all honesty, though. That seems a little bit more...
Especially, in, like, I mean... It's part of that, like, the thinking what your opponent's doing with his sideboard. Like, he might be bringing in things like Revoker, or he might be bringing in, like, the Shriek Maw. I mean, granted, like, Evoke is a sorcery speed thing, right?
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm going to take, I think Evoke is a sorcery speed thing. I honestly don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Help us, guys.
Also, I would like to take a quick break, though. Cook, no more judge foils at GPs. What are they doing to incentivize judges, then? That sounds miserable. Yeah. So. Oh, non-black, non-artifact. Duh, it's terror. I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. Never listen to me.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Because Painter Servant's an artifact creature.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry. Yeah. Scrub Drew is in effect.
Spike Mo, Titania Pod. Titania Pod. I'll change it. I'll change it to 4-color. I needed something. I needed something to...
Why don't we just call it Handjob City?
We could call it Handjob City. Tit, 4-color. We'll just do it.
Handjob City.
4-color pod. There we go.
So my question to chat was, is Handjob City the capital of Whore Island? And I didn't get a response back. Or is it like a city? Maybe it's like a village or a town. What's a city?
It's a city. It's a city. Clearly,
it's like a city on Whore Island. Maybe it's like on the coast.
4C tit. I like it. I like it. That's a really small like roundabout thingy, like 4 inches in a C cup. That's an odd-looking person. I'm just gonna put that out there. That is an odd-looking person.
Mm-hmm. We weren't actually talking about a person. We're talking about a pair of tits. They're just like
Yeah, if your bra size was 4C, then
that would be really weird.
You are 4 inches around and you have a C cup. So you got like a decent sized chest, and then your torso is 4 inches, and that does, I don't know. That doesn't sound good.
No.
People who are really good at judge in the judge promo can get recommended by other judges to get foil. Conferences also give foils. I don't know. If I go to Whore Island in the capital, it's Handjob City, I'm leaving immediately. Spike Mo, I understand.
Spike Mo, good to see you in chat, sir.
All right, so it looks like both players are keeping. David deciding on his first land. What we lean with Swamp into Gabal Therapy or Pithing Needle? Looks like Pithing Needle. All right, there we go.
Naming probably Grindstone.
Yeah, is David gonna give us a little
a sneaky poo? Or something?
No. Do you want
maybe like a grinding motion?
Yeah. Do you want to run up and see?
Yeah.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Guys, help the stream, guys.
Yeah. What? I don't. Yes. I don't know. I heard a die hit the ground upstairs, so that's a thing. All right. So David's sitting decently. All right, we're just going to pass back the turn. He's going to be able to abrupt decay if he needs to. But yeah, we're pretty sure that that's on Grindstone. Grindstone?
So Bob Rocker is going to a place called the Danger Zone! Because it's named Grindstone.
Grindstone, okay. I almost put Grindzone. Grindstone.
Do it. Maybe Grind Zone is the name of a club. Handjob City.
Guarantee you it is. Noah one, appreciate the follow. Actually, I think so.
So I think we've confirmed that Handjob City is like a port on Whore Island.
I don't know. Spike Mo was saying that it should be a small village. That one visit's only once or twice.
It's named a city.
There we go. That's a vexing shusher. So
that's good. So yeah, it has so it can't be countered, and you can pay a red or a green for. This next thing can be countered.
Next creature.
Next creature, yes.
Yep.
And it's a bear.
Yeah, it's a 2/2 for.
It's a 2/2 goblin, so that is a muscular and healthy goblin.
It is. It's a very very healthy goblin.
Mainly, I'm guessing it's a shaman, so it did a bunch of drugs. It's basically a roided up shaman.
Yeah.
Goblin.
Yeah, fair enough. Lord of Coding 5. What languages do you speak? And thank you for following.
If they're 5, that's impressive.
Or maybe it's HTML5, at which point that's, like...
Not as impressive?
Well, no. I mean, it's technically coding, but other people might get it, like, say it's a scripting. I don't know. D&T for Life, thank you for following. Although I'm pretty sure D&T for Life and Gnomish one have followed before. I could be wrong. Either way, we appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Managoro pointing out the strategic point where all he has to do is play Painter and then reb the needle.
Yeah.
So that is very true.
I imagine we're going to see a prompt abrupt decay, though, from Glacier here.
Yes, which is... So...
Oh! Ignore that. All right.
So we just basically just like went into the Matrix and
a little bit
came out. So yeah, so he can, in response to the trigger of Painter's Servant going on the stack, he can abrupt decay the Painter Servant.
D&T for Life. What else has been on camera? We had Lands versus Shardless BUG. We had
Omni-Tell versus Red White Painter.
Yep. We had Death and Taxes versus Reanimator for a very short period of time, and then our first round was 4-color Pod versus Maverick.
Yep. And Pod 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pod 1.
So, like 9 languages, mostly C, C++, and Java. All right, fair enough. The first language I learned was C++, and then said promptly "fuck you" when they were like, "All right, now make a graphic engine." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Web languages, I got this. Front end all the way." And then I was like, "Nah, I don't even need to do that. UX, here I come." And now I'm just prototyping, so I guess I'm back to using like front end languages. But anyway.
And I studied psychology and philosophy in college.
Good. All right, so the abrupt decay does work. Painter Servant going in the yard, and then Murder's Red Cap coming in and taking care of the Vexing Stretcher. You can't respond to the color of choice from the painter. Yes, but you can respond to it coming into play. And so... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter either way because WUBRGxyz is still uncounterable. So...
But he could have...
Bob had to have the Red Blast.
Well, he has it, but I don't know if he had mana at the time.
He might not have had mana. Same as Iona. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're learning all sorts of stuff. Remember, guys, like, you can bash on me all you want, but there was a stretch of 6 years when I last played this game from like 3 months ago.
All right, so Death and Taxes for Life, that's where you subscribed. All right.
Oh.
See, when people have the same usernames, it's messing with me, messing with my head.
But at least you're consistent.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we see an Imperial Recruiter going to get Goblin Welder. Goblin Welder is immediately going to see play. That's going to do some things. He won't be able to get rid of the Pithing Needle, but
if you can somehow kill the Red Cap, this would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, if he can, just to get rid of the. I don't know. Does he have? What does he have in hand? Does he have a way to?
I don't think so.
Does he have another
Archmage?
land? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be only if like the
right.
trigger, if it was actually a.
We're wrong all around. Yeah, because you could respond to him casting it, at which point he's not in play, so you can't even abrupt decay it. So that doesn't even make sense, and that's what I was referring to. So, yeah. Either way, I was wrong.
It'd be weird if
Andrew was wronger. Just to make myself look better. I'll throw him under the bus. It's fine. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry. That's what you're here for. All right, to make me look good. All right, since I have to do this on a regular basis, I can't look like an idiot always.
Mark and Whipping Boy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
All right, so Murderous Redcap going to swing in, though. No blocks. Bob going to go down to 17.
Maybe... Eos boy, maybe people should do that when Painter Servant is actually in play, if we could organize that. Like everyone changes their name to blue whenever Painter Servant is in play.
I don't even know how to change it. I'm so bad at Twitch. This is really I only know one Kappa, which is Kappa. I know that one. I don't know how to do any of the ones with the ears or any of the other fun ones. So it's very saddening. Yeah.
Which hopefully we are able to. So when we get subscribed, like when you get like partnered.
Oh,
what icons are you?
I've got a lot. I've got a lot of one. I got a lot of good ones. I'm gonna do just a big hashtag.
Big hashtag. I like it.
That's gonna be one. Might do my face, but like my weird art face that I made, which is pretty good.
There's the salt. I like the salt.
Yeah, the salty. I know the salt. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. You guys can rub it in your face. I'll figure out how to do it at some point. It's got to be a. I was just about to say that it's got to be a lowercase k for Kappa, and then I realized it was Kappa over 9,000 that is putting it there. So I was like, well, there's a Kappa already on the Kappa, so you got a Kappa to Kappa to Kappa. All right, so let's see.
Inception Kappa.
But let's see if we can do this. So. He can't activate Grindstone to put the trigger on the stack to weld it away to get Painter here, which is kind of what you normally try to do. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because
here.
the thing's in play.
Oh God, what's that? What's this Planeswalker do?
It's the red 2014 Commander guy.
Yep. I don't remember his name though.
I have no clue what his name is. Chat, help us. Help us, chat.
Either way, I gotta look up this.
Now you're getting everything that references Planeswalkers.
Yeah, this is fine.
Guys, stop posting faces and put his name. Duretti.
There we go.
Supreme Pineapples.
All right, so sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So yeah, it's just another sack effect. It's just another welder effect. So I don't quite know what's happening. So he's gonna be able to +2 it.
Looks like he's got a 5. So he's gonna. He was debating on what to do. So he's minusing 1.
But he's got to sacrifice an artifact. Okay. Oh, all right. So this works. So he'll sacrifice Grindstone, bringing in Painter Servant, making everything blue. Use the Red Blast to get rid of the Pithing Needle, and then
next turn.
Yeah. David needs to find a force of will real bad. Moral of the story here. Oh! All right,
he also has Glenn under Archmage if he's able to.
Sure.
He has the second blue, but
he doesn't have the second blue, but he does have Cabal Therapy. But I guess Bob can just do it in response. So this is interesting.
So in response, he's going to Red Blast the
Grindstone. Sure.
They're the Painter's theme.
Yeah. Well, you gotta wait because David can brainstorm in response.
So that's not a fart that someone's moving a table or a chair upstairs.
Yeah.
In case someone's wondering.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a brainstorm in response.
It's blue time, guys. If you know how to do that.
Boom. Oh! There's the force of will. That's huge, absolutely huge.
And he's got a blue card.
Well, everything's blue, and then he's also got Rex Sage.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna be able to pitch whatever he doesn't want, and then play Rex Sage, blowing up Painter Servant. Well, I guess he could welder it away if he's all right. So never mind. So I guess that's not as big. He would
welder into the grindstone. Weld the grindstone back in. But that doesn't really matter because the pithing just stays right at this point if he's able to force it. And now they've put blue text.
Yes. Good. Everything's been blue. All right. Everybody's
and Spike Mo changed his name from blue to red. That troll. Spike Mo the troll.
Yeah. All right. So all of this stuff's gonna resolve.
So
David gonna
used
get on
force.
18.
That's 18. Let's get all this together. He's gonna Cabal Therapy still. Sees Simian Spirit Guide.
Yeah. All right.
So people are yelling, "Put her in the wagon."
I am hearing a lot of "put her in the wagon."
So
maybe they found the suitcase. I think they found the suitcase, and now they're trying to get this done. Okay. Oh, all right, Bob. That's a little shady. Just saying. Because, yeah, Bob picked up the Deuter Spank like he was going to put it in there, but that's fine. I mean, whatever. These guys are friends. So they're, yeah.
Yep.
But no, I do agree, Hammerid, that Bob should have just blasted right then and there when David was tapped out.
Team attacks Duretti.
And we're going to see a chump block. So Eternal Witness is going to go to the yard.
Duretti's going to fine because he can go get it next turn with.
And no, all right. So
Rexer.
he went to Bob. So Bob's going to go down to 13 from that Murderous Red Cap.
Okay.
And how did he? Oh, okay. That's what happened. He.
Someone he blocked.
Well, no, he cast.
the Cabal Therapy and then it persists.
Yeah. Yeah. That blew it up. Wow. Go, David.
David seeing the lines, making the plays.
Yeah, he's got some good plays. Good lines, good plays. Good folks. Now we're swinging 4. Let's see if Bob's got nothing. He's reaching for the pen. Bob going down to 9. 99. Got 90. I got 99 problems, and welder ain't one. Bam. And there's the reoccurring nightmare. So yeah. All right, so he's going to sacrifice that one, getting back the Eternal Witness. It's going to trigger to get back the Abrupt Decay, which is even further insurance against this combo. So, yeah.
That's still in play. But he's drawn the Painter Servant.
Bob's drawn well here, but it doesn't matter because the Abrupt Decay will be able to mix this up. So,
but he might be able to at least get rid of the thing, the Pithing Needle, naming Grindstone. He's gonna grind.
Abrupt Decay, yeah. In response to the Pyroblast, he's going to Abrupt Decay the Painter Servant, and Grindstone is no longer blue. Yeah, Grindstone is no longer blue. So, the Pithing Needle is no longer blue, so nothing happens. That's what they call it, done to fizzle.
So he has to wait until he's able to do something.
All right,
So
Bob's just gonna scoop it up. All right.
That's a concession.
That's fine. I mean, that was in a pretty commanding situation. Who is beating the camera, causing it to do weird things? I don't even know. I'll have to remember to tape up the little connector there. No, Grindstone Stan. Stan. All right, he should blast. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Kappa gown. Kappa.
You guys can change your names and text from Blue Guys. Painter Servant is not in play anymore.
Nope. I like it.
Get it together, guys.
I like it.
Come on, team.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to carrying all this gear home in like 4 inches of snow. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be more like a pain in the ass. Match record. Yeah, the Broadway looked like shit. David's won 14 games to Bob's 1.
You have somehow transitioned to do playtesting.
Just putting that out there. Yeah. So David looking like he's bringing in. Yep. All right. So David bringing in Dark Blast. I agree with taking out the Glenalandra. It's a little slow for this matchup. Really considering did he bring in some other stuff? He's looking for more cards to take out, so I guess he did. But I actually do definitely like bringing in the Dark Blast. So
yeah, it's a good card. And the dredging has some value to it.
Well, more likely. But I think honestly, even just a removal spell, I think it's perfectly fine. Let's see. So is chat dead, or did everybody just stop? If I don't
talk to me, Goose.
I think chat died. Hold on, I'm gonna refresh this. Either way. Oh no. Yep. Nope. Chat's dead. Chat's dead.
Goose.
Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade?
I don't know. I found it.
Let's see.
You better lay low.
Swing low.
Sweet child.
Let's see. Chat's just not wanting to work right now. Yep, chat's just not working. All right, let's try this again. Hey, beloved. Oh.
Chat.
There we go.
Please, chat. Game ogre.
All right, wait. So, all right, chat over here is working. Let's see. So let's see. Should have
people making 4-inch jokes.
Fun. What about a 4-inch? Go up there, help them load the wagon. Maybe I will. Got to paint that wagon. Got to paint it good. Needle wins games. It does, in fact, wins games, but service is dead, so normal colors resume. Correct. I get $9.99 worth of problems, and all of them are not having WWE Network. Maybe. Card must have been needle in his side. Game 4 inches. What's the 4 inches?
4 whole inches. That's a dusting here.
But who?
Oh.
Hey.
They're making penis jokes, Mark.
No, they're making the snow jokes because it's 4 inches of snow. I don't give a shit if it's a dusting. I did not dress properly for snow, and I gotta carry a giant suitcase and a giant monitor and all this other gear back through the snow. Sufflins!
Maybe
Sufflins has joined us.
Find a wagon.
Oh, there we go. All right, chat's back. The correct chat. All right, good. I don't know.
That's dead Dan's Gaming?
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know. I watch Trick and Us. And sometimes Kenji.
I will sometimes watch Soda Poppin', and I don't know. That's usually sometimes it. Sometimes.
Nosfaroof, how you doing?
I usually
and then get a laptop scrub. In order to bring you the high quality streaming that we have, I cannot run a laptop. I have a specific rig. So you go get yourself a scrub, the Scrubbity Scrub.
So that's a turn 1 top for Mr. Agras. Back in the danger zone because it's match point. And David getting the basic forest.
Yep. Let's see what David plays. If he's fetching now, he's got to play
the foggy forest.
Oh, there you go. D&T for life. This is the last round. Correct.
This is the swan song of our tournament here. Playing stuff. Do we got something to do? Just playing stuff.
I don't know. He's shuffling around. He's got a pyro. He's got a
welder, pyroblast,
and
traders, and an enlightened tutor.
Yep. All right. So not a lot going on. Bob should play an aggro deck, and I will call it Bob aggro.
Yeah.
If he does. I like it. I'll have to give him that suggestion.
There's like a dead guy deck that I kind of want to see if it would work, but it would like run Chrome Mox and try and get like all the good 2-drops out really fast, like Bitter Blossom and Stoneforge and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's an idea for a deck. I have no idea if it would be good or not.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who wouldn't love a turn 1 Bitter Blossom?
Fuck poker. I don't know what that's about.
See, D&T for life, you can't have that attitude. What you need to do is
multitask.
Stay up later and just watch the stream in the archive.
No, that's true. You can do that too. Yes, Dead Gael is what he's referring to. David in the tank right now. He's tanking. Tanking like a beast.
David is a tanker.
He is
a oil rigger.
Oh, is he? Okay. Did not realize that was his profession.
I don't actually know what his profession is, but he is he is a very thoughtful player. Like he's able, like in the last round, like not last round, but last game, he was able to see a really strong line, but he was able to think in between stuff. Now this is just like we're planning ahead.
Typically though, he plays really quickly. All right, so there's an abrupt decay on the painter, or not the painter, the Goblin Welder. I guess I don't hate that play, but I'm trying to think if he drops Soul Land here. Okay, even if he drops Soul Land, he can't win. So that's why David's doing this. All right, I'm okay with this now. Gonna go down to 19.
Poke.
Off of that, getting in for those Deathrite beats. I was playing at the bar, so I missed the earlier rounds. Is what I meant. Fair enough.
No excuses. Watch like a champion, I guess.
I don't know. People got lives. They can do shit. There we go.
What?
All right. Bob now losing. In fact, losing the race here because of that fetch land. You know what that means? Hashtag fetch land suck. Get it trending, everybody. Please. I gotta get those shirts made.
Yeah.
I gotta get those shirts made.
You and your shirts, man. So he sees an Imperial Painter and a Grindstone on top.
And
he's got Enlightened Tutor in hand, so he's got ways of getting stuff. Now we've got to do that stuff.
Yeah, if he activates top. Yeah, I don't. All right, so we got 1 mana floating. There's the Grindstone. Gonna use that 1 mana to top here.
To see 1 card deeper. That's a fetch land.
Yeah. So Bob's gonna range us at the fetch land. He draws that next turn. And then he's just gonna pass the turn? Alright, sure. David needs to do something big here or else he's just dead.
Yeah.
This is where getting rid of that abrupt decay I wasn't a huge fan of. But we'll see. Maybe does he have a Rex Sage in hand that I can't
is that a Birthing Part in front? Or is that a Scavenging Ooze?
I can't tell. I mean Scavenging Ooze is not gonna do anything here.
No, that's a Birthing Pod.
Birthing Pod doesn't do anything either, though.
I mean, it doesn't save him.
Green Sun's for 2. Oh, no. Green Sun for 3. So here, he's going to get the Rex Sage. All right. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
That is the line.
Ancient Tube's never worse than Fetch Lands. Nope. Ancient
Tube's makes you go faster.
Exactly. Ancient Tube's always good. Yeah, all right. So there's the Rex Sage. That's going to blow up that Grindstone. All right, now we're back to not being in shit town. So that's good. Here we're going to Enlighten Tutor.
I don't know if I
probably getting a painter servant to put on top.
I don't know if I like that.
Why?
Because he had an Imperial Recruiter on top, so he could have
save the okay.
So we could have re-topped with Sensei's top, got the Imperial Recruiter on top, and would have drawn that, and would have been able to find Recruiter and then be able to Enlighten Tutor into Grindstone, and then with the top be able to draw it.
I agree. That's probably a better play. Or you just natural it. Yeah, you just say fuck it and YOLO and get there.
So now you get. I think I put the Ancient Tomb up higher so you can actually.
Well, I mean, so he's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait no matter what. So here we're gonna have.
Yeah,
all right, so here's Painter
he's
Servant.
1 mana short.
All right, so here's the Painter Servant, and Bob's got the was it Pyroblast that he's got in hand. So
my question is, can you reanimate the creature that you sacrifice with Reoccurring Nightmare?
I don't believe so.
Because sacrificing is part of the cost, right?
Yeah.
So it just goes to the graveyard first.
Well, all right, let's look up the text.
The Oracle text.
Okay. Oh, nope. I don't want to buy the thingamajigger. Nightmare. What's going on the camera? You pay attention to that.
All right. We're deliberating. He has a Cabal Therapy.
That's not going to do anything, though. No, you can. You can with Reoccurring Nightmare. Yeah, so that's what he's going to have to do.
So you could Reoccurring Nightmare the Rexage and just kill.
Which I think that's the line that he has to take. But everything's blue now, so he can.
Supreme Pineapple is saying you have to pick something else. Is there something added to that? Let's look at like the Gatherer text.
Yeah. Well, I can pull up the Oracle. Sacrifice a creature, return. I don't know. Look it up. Look it up on Oracle. The way that it reads, it's sacrifice a creature, return it to your hand, and then
the cost of the ability is sacrifice a creature, return Recurring Nightmare to its owner hand, :
Yeah. So all that's done, and then you get to return a creature. So you should be able to do that. Yeah.
Wait.
No, sacrificing happens first.
Because it's part of the cost of the ability, and then the ability goes on the stack.
Yeah.
I just know.
Oh no, you do have to target. Okay. Well.
But is the card? Oh, I mean, you're saying like it doesn't work on.
Okay.
Moto, but a lot of things don't work right on Moto, I guess. Yeah, I guess the target has to be judged before paying target. Okay, right. Thanks, guys. I was just wondering if there's a way of like looping the Rexage by itself, but I guess that doesn't work. That's also not how like the card is intended to be played. But he's gonna do this instead.
Okay, so no, he just floats a mana. All right, so
floats the mana, gets there anyways. But he kills it, so he can't.
Yeah, that's so rough.
He can't Nightmare it. So Bob Agger is seeing this line despite not seeing the Recurring Nightmare. Maybe maybe just killing it.
So.
Anyways.
2. He's gonna draw. So if he finds Force of Will though, off the top, that gets
finds
there.
Verdant Catacombs.
Oh, he needed that before. If he had drawn that, then he could have gotten a.
If that was the card he drew for the turn, yeah.
Yeah, if that had been, then he could have gotten the. What are they doing upstairs that is making that much and shaking the damn camera and everything? All right.
Next game, ooh.
Whew!
So close. That was a close match.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was rough. Rough breaks. Rough breaks. Well, now they're both 2-2. So that's gonna mess up breakers pretty. There's gonna be some interesting. I wonder who's gonna get the breakers for who's gonna get money. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for us tonight.
It's cold.
It is. Letting him just take it is dumb. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Interesting gameplays. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday. Wednesday we're gonna have Modern starting 7:30 Central Time from MTG Card Market. And then Thursday we're gonna have more Legacy, again 7:30 Central Time. MTG Card Market is hosting that one as well. And then Monday we'll be back here at Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo for another Legacy tournament. Hopefully the weather will be a little better, more people will be out, it should be good. Modern always has an excellent turnout, and Thursdays generally have a little bit of a turnout than Mondays do. But that being said, thank you so much for everybody that followed. We really appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. Be sure, like if you've been watching the stream for a while and you guys liked the giveaways, please be sure to let MTG Card Market know. Go to their Facebook, like their Facebook, write a message on their Facebook page saying, hey, guys, we watch WUBRG, we like the giveaways, we want to see more of them, we want to see better. That really helps us out. And it helps you guys out because then we get to keep doing the giveaways. Again, we're talking with Chicagoland Dice Dojo right now in order to try to get some giveaways as well. If you guys want to see those from them, again, go to their Facebook page and do the same thing there. Like them and write a message on there. Epic Center Gaming, thank you for following. We really appreciate that as well. And guys, like us on Facebook or just check out our Facebook page. We post a lot of deck lists there. Any deck list that we get a request for, we posted there. You can find on YouTube all of our past streams, minus I think like 2 where the files got corrupted. So that's good too. Subscribe to us on there. We post the streams generally about a day or so after the actual stream happens. And then trying to think what else. Yep, we have a Twitter. I say funny things on there. Sometimes it happens. But YouTube, Facebook, definitely the best ways. Following us on here are definitely the best ways. Yeah, so seriously, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please go to MTG Card Market's Facebook page, like them, post something saying that you want more giveaways so we can keep doing those. Yeah, I think that's all I got. So if nothing else, we'll see everybody. We'll see everybody on Wednesday. Or well, I won't, but you'll probably see Sydney and I believe Eric, who's never commentated before, but it should be pretty good. He's relatively knowledgeable in the modern sense. And then Thursday, we know it's going to be Mr. Tyler back in the booth, and then past that, not sure if it's going to be myself or if I'm going to get a chance to play, or if it's going to be somebody else in the booth. So we'll keep you we'll keep you guys up to date. And then a couple last questions in the chat. Good night, everybody. Appreciate it. Rich Lion, he did have Nightmare in hand. He was just 1 mana short from being able to do anything. Now it's choosing.
Well, he wasn't 1 mana short. He needed the Death Right in order to.
Well, no, he had 2 mana left up, and Reoccurring Nightmares 3. So he had 2 mana left, and he needed 1.
But he had the one floating from the Death Right.
No, he used that in order to cast. The Baleful Strix.
That was after he killed the Death Right.
Yeah.
So, like, if he didn't kill Death Right, he could have used that mana towards casting Nightmare in order to...
Yeah, but I mean, like, he killed Death Right, so that play was whatever. Spike Mo, I did see the interview. It was alright. I mean, it had its funny moments. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Wait, how do you cast Baleful Strix? With Double Bayou, he had a blue floating from the Death Right Shaman.
Death Right.
Yeah. So Spyco and Tyler, yes, Tyler will be back. So guys, thank you again, everybody. I think we're gonna close this up here. Again, if there's a deck list you guys want to see, post to our Facebook page. I'll make sure I do my best to get that list and post it there as well. So other than that, guys, we'll see everybody Wednesday and Thursday. So we appreciate it. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.